everything
And we back.
is
We
good.
back. Let's see.
Okay.
The chat should show up here.
Okay.
And we back. And we back. What's so funny, Shaq?
Nah, because I put the technical difficulties where we're gonna.
It's good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure. It doesn't say it's good.
Okay.
I gotta bring
Things I
food
didn't
down to
know yet.
grandma. I'll be back in like a second.
All right, that's fine. I think we'll wait for some niggas to queue up. How you been though? How you been?
Well, I'm good. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? It's been a decent hiatus. We've been
Alright,
working on some shit in the background. You know, should be back for the foreseeable future though. You know what I'm saying? We got to get back on this grind. So
Yeah.
what's good,
That's
Arlong?
right.
It's been a while since you've been in stream, bro. It's been a long time actually.
No, it's been a while.
How you been, man? That shit crazy.
How have you been? How long been? You been living it up, King? Just overall living it up.
What's the vibes? Ooh.
Oof.
Shaq,
We
you
gonna wait
sound-
for some
you
niggas to
sound
start
tired
it.
already.
Hey,
Nah,
how you
but,
feeling?
hey man, James Harden. That nigga's so ass, bro.
Yeah, wait. Can I? Okay.
No, I
wanna-
know
No,
what
no,
you're
no.
about to say, and I have a rebuttal.
Do the
for
hard
that.
shit first. Do the hard shit first.
I have a rebuttal
do the
for
hard
that. No. Go ahead and say what you gotta say, because I have
what?
a rebuttal
what?
for that. The rush shit. I have a rebuttal for that shit.
What is your rebuttal? I want to hear your rebuttal. First.
My rebuttal is he's been telling Christian Braun since game 1 how to guard Harden. Harden went off in game 6, and game 7 he decided he didn't want to do shit. It's more a Harden problem and not a how you guard him problem.
Oh no,
That's my whole
I wasn't. No,
That's
I
my
wasn't
whole
saying that Russ is the reason that Harden like.
I saw that
It's like-
report. I was like, that's a bunch of bullshit. I can't lie. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I was like, that's excuses for Harden right now.
Oh no.
I'm not gonna lie, you can't.
In fact,
it's-
I want you to start with the Harden shit first. I feel like that was like that's like the least talked about because the Rush shit will get talked about. I'm gonna talk about the Rush shit, but the Harden shit thing is important.
He said Shaq looks like the LeBron "You Are My Sunshine" meme. He said, "Bros in heaven." Nah, Shaq, it now looks bad, bro. It looks washed out. You gotta put it. You gotta
Nigga,
put it in the middle, bro. Shaq is like that's so funny. But anyway, Harden.
Harden first.
James. That man James.
Hey, can I say
Wait,
this?
how
Can I
many
say
people
this?
we got in here? Because I need some people to be in here before we I
we
really
see.
go off on James, because that man
James Edward Harden Jr.
His name
That
is
is that
Edward.
James Edward. Edward.
His middle name is Edward. I know another
Oh,
Edward.
okay,
That's
so-
not a good omen. That's
Not
not
a
a
good omen.
That's not a good omen. Edward, what's going on, bro?
I'm chilling.
Did you know you shared a name with James Harden?
I mean,
Is there a specific reason why Harden disappears? Is it a mental thing or is he getting clamped? I'll get my shit on Harden. Kareem's going first.
Listen, Harden it's a fully mental thing. I'm just gonna be honest with you. One time, I mean, Harden, he might run out of stamina, but the thing about Harden is that you can tell from the first quarter of the game whether it's gonna be a good Harden game or one of the worst games you've ever seen from a superstar level player. From the first quarter, not even the first quarter, from the first 5 minutes of the game, you can tell the way he approaches the game when compared to like how he approaches the game when he plays well, it's like it's two completely different players. Like I just never seen a person who can go ahead and shoot. Who invited Shay is crazy. I've never seen a person who can shoot the way that Harden does and play the way that Harden does and manipulate the game the way that Harden does when he plays well, and then go to being one of the most scrub players I've ever seen hoop. He goes from knowing how to dribble and penetrate, knowing exactly when to shoot the ball, to being a player who does sped things, tries to throw the ball to role players to get them to do what they want to do something. I don't know what he was doing, passing to Chris Dunn and Derrick Jones Jr. in Game 7, shooting only 8 shots, making 2 of them. I to me, it's just like if you see the Harden that you no, but the thing is, I know he had 13 assists. I don't care what niggas say, bro. It's Game 7.
Bro,
Every
the
time you
that's
scored
my
over
sandwich shit,
25, you won the game. Every time you scored under 25, They
I
lost.
mean, you can make
Like,
that
I
excuse if he took more than 8 shots. If he took more than 8 shots and still
Yeah.
after 13 assists, that could be
Like,
fine.
so-
But he only took 8 shots.
So
He only took 8
I'm gonna
shots.
agree. So my thing with the Harden thing is so it's a couple things with Harden, right? You can't go stamina. It's not a stamina thing. It's like Kareem says. Harden is probably one of the best examples of a nigga that you just watch and you're like, oh, the moment's too big. When you watch Harden play
Thank you.
in like game 5, 6, 7, you're like, yo, like he's in his head. It's like so much. It's like, yo, this is just. It's like I don't want to say it's nerves, but it's like, yo,
He plays
really
scared.
He's over. He's just scared, and it's like.
So that killer
Like-
mentality, what the Jordan people say, the
Like
killer
that
mentality
shit is corny. The little killer mentality shit, I think, is a very corny and overplayed. I think it's true. There are times when it's like, yo, they're scared. James Harden is one of those niggas where you watch, like, it's not even
Wait,
it's not even
Drew.
the efficiency, bro.
My fault, but like niggas said you have a bunch of bread in the
Bread?
background. What's going on with
Yeah, I
the
mean
bread?
that's just my sandwiches. I mean, I make sandwiches. I make
Wait,
my
you
shit.
keep them in your room?
That's just
Niggas eat
no,
my
you
shit.
just the bread in there. Just bread in there, right?
bread.
Yeah.
It's literally just bread. If niggas eat my
You-
shit, I'm like,
You know how
crap, so I
refrigerator,
gotta make-
bro. Yeah, that's right.
He don't
He don't
trust
have
people.
to.
That's what he's saying.
That's a
live
lot
in
of
a house
that's a
with
lot of
shit.
loaves of bread though. Like they don't go bad.
It's
outside.
literally-
You buy a
it's
bulk
literally-
order,
it's
that-
literally two. It's literally two.
That's fiscally responsible.
Oh, there's
You
a
buy-
mirror there.
It's the mirror. Yeah, see, niggas think I'm
okay.
overlooping.
I was like, there's four loaves of bread. Like you
Yeah,
don't
niggas
need that much
niggas
bread, bro. I was about to say.
It's from here right here.
All right, you see,
So, like-
it needed explaining. You explained it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, all right,
type.
all right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, go
You
ahead.
guys, your
though.
context.
Drew, even if you had 4 loaves of bread, that's fiscally responsible. You buying in bulk. See,
No,
that-
it's
that's
not
what- that's
fiscally.
what-
It's not fiscally
You're
responsible.
gonna buy it
Shaq. It's not fiscally responsible
Yeah,
because
you know-
bread goes bad quickly.
you gotta freeze it.
Exactly.
If you know about to go back, you gotta
It's not
freeze
in the freezer. It's outside.
it.
It's not in the
Let
freezer.
Let us focus.
He can't
Right
freeze
now,
it.
yeah. This is the thing. I've always said James Harden be tweaking. And with Harden, it's not even like with Harden. It's funny because he'll go to the rim and like he'll do the flop shit and miss, and it's like it's with Harden. It's funny because look at his like shot attempts. It's like 8 shots, 11 shots. If you gonna go out and be weak, at least take 20 shots, bro. Like why? If you're
Do
James
the
Harden,
Paul
you can't
George
take
417. Do the Paul George 417.
that
Yes.
shit. So that's the thing with Harden. Harden
Do the Ant
is
6 of 20. The Ant 6 of 24.
Yeah, I will say it is very funny that niggas picked the Clippers, and one thing I did say about the Clippers, I actually picked the Clippers.
Drew
too, so I'm
did,
not-
Drew
okay,
did
people-
say that James Harden probably would sell. He did say that if it
I
went.
said
for
I said
long.
Harden's gonna choke. I said Harden will choke games 5, 6, and 7. He choked games 5 and game 5 and 7. And I said also, like, the Clippers. It's like we're believing in the Clippers again. Okay, but like it's the Clippers, and the Clippers just Clippered again. They do this shit
Yeah.
every year.
And,
like,
and you know what the crazy
You know,
thing
it's
is?
a Clipper curse
Also,
as well.
Kawhi Leonard, like, damn, bro, he used up all his powers game too. That shit.
yeah, I want to talk about them too because
He's-
two
he
things.
was-
with
he's-
them.
No,
he's-
no, no. Kawhi was
No,
super-
he's-
Kawhi was
he's-
super-
no,
he's cooked
he was
though.
cool.
He's cooked
was-
though.
Yeah.
Kawhi was cool, but I will say it's very funny that after game 2, niggas were saying he's better than KD in the playoffs, and I said, okay, we're just saying shit right now. That shit was funny.
That was nasty.
That shit was very funny.
That was nasty.
And then 2, it's like, besides game 2, Kawhi Leonard was like, he scored, but he
I
wasn't.
mean,
I
but
didn't
games,
really feel
games
it.
since he had 28, just Harden had 27. They just kind of shared
He
off.
wasn't-
He was
wasn't-
good game 6. So game 6,
But he wasn't
wasn't
like
dominant. That was just-
dominant. Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
it
the
was
only
you know,
the only game he was dominant in where
he
you were like,
was like,
oh my
oh my
god, Kawhi's taking over the game was game 2. That
Game
was the
2.
only. It was the
And
only
then-
game.
the thing with Kawhi being healthy, since 2020, people had the cope of, oh, Kawhi hasn't been healthy. If Kawhi was healthy, they would have won the rings. We all believe that, which I think is fair. Now that Kawhi is healthy and they still didn't win, they lost in the first round. It's like
I mean,
you gotta blow. It's over.
I would argue though. Yeah, it's over for the future. But I would argue though, in the past, if he was healthy, he wouldn't like.
Oh, for sure.
He like
'Cause
my
he's
whole
younger.
thing is, yeah, he's younger, and you can still see his knee clearly is still bothering him. He cannot run.
Also,
I like it.
fair-
Just he can't
fair
run.
his game
He
is-
doesn't get any lift on his jumpers. Like he used to be able to like. If Aaron Gordon was contesting him, he
Yeah.
used to be able to like go over him and shoot. Now he's like at the same level and he's shooting, and sometimes he makes it, but that's a way tougher shot. That's just a way tougher
Yeah.
shot. So
Yeah.
it's just
I mean, also to be fair, his
I agree.
running mate
I don't
didn't
think-
show up in game 7.
It's not an indictment on the past Kawhi years. I'm not saying that.
yeah.
Like, oh well, the Clippers. No. I'm saying like
Now
there's
it's
not
over.
much. Like
Yeah,
now you
it's
have
over.
no cope.
It's over.
Now you have no cope. So
I
it's
mean,
over.
Steve Ballmer
Okay,
even flying out 100 fans to see them get their ass whooped was crazy.
that shit.
I'm not gonna lie.
I think that's a lot of Clippers conversation.
What does it show the Clipper curse? I don't know what else would. I don't know what else would.
It's not.
It's not Clippers. James Harden choked. Like it was the
That's still a
MVP
curse. I don't
favorite at
care what you
home
say.
in Denver. Like it was what it was. Like
I'm not gonna lie. The
Nah,
MVP at home in Denver. Role players were the MVPs for this series. I'm just gonna be honest. With
Speaking
you.
of Denver,
It was not
yo,
the
Green,
MVP. It was
yo,
the role
Green.
players who were the MVPs for this series,
That's
bro.
a good point.
Okay, no. To be fair,
Man,
this is not
man,
me
man,
coping.
man.
This is not me coping. Let me speak.
Yeah,
Let me speak.
it's-
All
My
right, go
God.
ahead,
I was saying-
middleman.
I'm saying, to be fair, first 3 games he averaged 25. He averaged a 25-point triple double. To be fair, so he was hooping. It's
Bro.
the later half of the series. he
Oh
wasn't
my
hooping.
god! Can we
That's what
talk
I'm
about
saying.
how in Game 2 he was literally a walking cone?
Yeah, we can talk about that. Then.
That,
We can
so
talk about
so
that.
like
Yeah,
so like
I
that's
agree.
my thing. Like, bro, come on, bro. It's the role players who really
Yeah.
stepped up and was the reason why they won the series.
Yeah,
Speaking
yeah,
of the role
that normally
players
happens
stepping
anyway.
up, I think I'm
But he
I'm not gonna speak for
underperformed
niggas.
of what I thought he was gonna do, though. He
Yeah, he did.
underperformed.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
totally agree. Yeah, he still
Okay.
underperformed. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, but to be fair,
Speaking of
the only top three player that actually performed like they were
You're
supposed to
good.
was Giannis. I'm not gonna lie. Giannis is the only one that
Speaking of
Giannis is the only top three.
underperforming, I'm not gonna speak for niggas. I owe a certain nigga an apology. You know what I'm saying? It's been about a month and a half. I gave a lot of slander to a certain player. You know what I'm saying? On the
Me
Denver
too.
Nuggets. I gave up on that nigga Russ. I gave up on him. Russ got a lot of slander from a lot of niggas, and me included. I ain't gonna pretend it wasn't me. I honestly,
Hey, Drew,
Russ.
he heard niggas, bro. He heard niggas.
Russ heard me. Russ heard me. He said, "Y'all." I told Russ stop playing. He's gonna fuck up his averages. Russ said, "I'm gonna do some shit I never did in his life." Russ, we did it. I will say, you know what? This playoffs. One thing I will say about this playoffs that's all the times I've been proven wrong.
Drew, before you talk about that, I will say that Aaron Gordon dunk changed the series.
It
Changed the series.
Yeah.
It saved the Denver Nuggets series because if he does not
Saved
catch
the
that and grow and guess also
Going down 3-1.
guess who was supposed to box him out? James Harden. I just James Harden just pisses me off on so many levels. It's just like, bro. But anyways, go ahead.
I'll go through all the role players. I was gonna get Russ because Russ was getting the most slander on the night. I'll go through all the niggas. All the picks. I'm not gonna say all of them. A lot of the picks I got wrong in the playoffs. You guys go look at the prediction. Are the picks that I was like, should I go with this pick? No, people are saying this. I'm gonna just go with this. I should have stuck with my guns on the. I believe in Giannis, but well, whatever. I should have stuck on my guns with the T-Wolves. I should have stuck on my guns on the Nuggets series all the time. I'm not gonna lie. I should have stuck on my guns with Russ. Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. The way niggas were talking about Russ, let's say almost 2 months ago, you would have swear Russ was the worst nigga in the league the entire year, Kareem. It was like niggas were acting like Russ was bad the entire year, and I was like, I know, am I living in a different reality? I know Russ was hooping. Like, I know in the Discord, niggas were saying that Russ was helping Jokic play like Jokic has never played in his life. I know niggas were saying that. But then I was like, oh, Russ has been bad. Russ should call it quits. I should not let these Discord niggas tell me shit I didn't really believe. Russ, we still in this bitch, Russ. We got 5 more years. We got 4 more years, nigga.
I'm not gonna lie. Even in that game 1, Russ had the moment like he shot really bad, but he had the clutch rebounds and he had that steal off of James Harden. That was really clutch. I'm not gonna lie.
And also, one thing I will say, I did say this to, I think I said this to Kareem and Shaq. I said, Russ is going to help the Nuggets. This is one thing when he got first round. I said, Russ is going to help the Nuggets playmaking. And he's on, now he can't shoot like KCP.
Shaq. What was that you just ate?
It was a pepper. It was a pepper.
Okay.
Let's see the meal, nigga. Oh.
It's meatballs and
Damn, bro. I just got off work.
What about the drink?
What
They asked what you're
drinking.
drinking.
Right in shit.
Oh, it's water. It's just a red. It's
not
red
water,
cup.
nigga.
It's a red cup. It's water.
That's not a red cup. We can see
Wait,
the top of
the
the
top
cup.
It's water.
Oh,
It's a red cup.
what?
That's
Well, how come when there's
That's
no
a
water,
weird cup.
you know when
The
there's
top
water in
of the
it,
cup
the
is
top
not
of the
red.
cup is not.
Weird.
Yeah.
That's weird. I don't know.
Wait, Shaq, for you,
weird.
do you is the top of the cup still red?
No, it fades. It fades at the top. I think it's just how the cup is made. I don't know.
Oh,
My mom said it's ombre. I don't know what that means.
ombre.
But-
See, that means it's dark on the bottom and lighter on the top. I don't know what that like. That's,
Oh, it's a
Damn.
design. That's what
I
I'm talking about.
see.
The ombre design. That's what that is.
Russ,
Yeah.
Okay.
Russ did exactly everything I said he could, besides shooting 40% for 3. That nigga was hooping, I ain't gonna lie.
41.
Besides
41.9.
Russ did everything
Yeah.
I said he could do on a contending team. He could rebound well. He'd be an energy.
He was like the second best
Russ
defender.
got in, he changed
like
the
the
energy
second-
of the game.
Yeah.
Every time. He was good defensively. He was great playmaking wise. They was calling him yeah, they said Shaq's a vampire.
Shaq, can we no. Shaq, you had the Clippers in the finals. Can you explain why you had the Clippers in the finals?
yeah.
I need to understand your reasoning now. I need to understand it.
I'm not gonna lie, Homer. I thought they could have beat the Nuggets. I didn't think they would beat OKC. James Harden would have been in even more hell if he played it.
Nah, you're calming out.
Nah.
You're calming out. You're calming out. Shaq, why did you have them winning in 7, getting every single series to get to the finals?
Because I wanted to see that. Because I wanted to see that. I wanted to see that.
I was telling niggas that Russ was a good corner 3-point shooter. Niggas was making fun of that. I told niggas that shit was true.
Nah,
Shout out Russ.
shooting 43% from 3 is nasty. It's
42%.
so nasty. I will say though, there was a point where I saw like if he's in the corner, you have to actually go out and run at him. Like you have to. If he's not in the corner, you let him shoot. But if he's in the corner, you have to go out and
there's a play where they where they actually were playing. They were actually, I think it was like later in the game, but they actually tried to play on Russ, and Russ was like, "All right, cool, bet," and just passed it to Christian Braun, who also had a pretty good series. Christian Braun also had a pretty good series.
Yeah.
Shout out Christian Braun.
Yeah.
So
Christian Braun should have been like top 5 most improved players this year. Christian Braun is a really good player.
Yeah, we can touch on the Nuggets role players. Christian Braun, I think his shooting was bad at first, but like he played really good deep. I mean, Harden was Harden. Like some of the games, Harden was just cooking, but he played good defense on Harden overall. Like the best that he could. You know, Harden's still a great player, so I shout out him for that. Eric, I want to talk about Eric Gordon next. Eric Gordon,
Harden just played like Harden for 7 games. First of all, it wouldn't have even reached 7. But if he played like Harden for all the games, we would be talking about a different performance from Christian Braun. That's all I want to put out there.
Oh, for sure.
It's just like,
but he played it.
God,
yeah.
This is so
Eric Gordon, I think his 3-point shooting percentage wasn't that crazy, but I feel like every time Aaron Gordon had like a fadeaway midi, he made it. I don't know why.
Yeah, he was shooting 60% from he was shooting 60% from mid range this series.
Obviously, lobs. That lob that he had in game 4, won them the series. Saved the series.
That turned the series. That turned the series because I think that's what turned up.
Down 3-1.
That's what turned up Jamal Murray next game.
Yeah, shout out Aaron Gordon. I think even like Kawhi was cooking him. I think he did a good job on Kawhi overall, though. Like I
think he wore him down. They definitely wore him down. After game 2, they definitely started trapping and being more physical. They wore him down.
Yeah, they wore him down.
Jamal Murray.
I was telling nigga Jamal Murray, like he had a cool series. He
had that one game that was crucial.
I'm not gonna lie. Boom. This is elite second. Jamal Murray averaged 23 points. He shot 48% from the field and 41% from 3, and gave you 6. That's the second option.
He was really good.
Yeah, that's
so Jamal Murray was a hyper efficient second option in that game. That must be 5. Yeah, the game 5 that put him up 3-2. He was the best thing on the court by far. Like amazing. That was like that. That's the playoff Jamal Murray that we all need. That's what if they get that version of Jamal Murray, they're a championship contender. Like they're just
I think they could beat the Thunder if he plays like that. They could beat the Thunder. I still think it would go like 6 or 7 games if he plays like that though.
Yeah. Star Platinum said the Nuggets did a good job of not allowing Kawhi to get to the spots. Yeah, after game 2, they kind of like were like, as long as we double him, as long as we trap him, he can't get past us because he's too slow. And that's really what.
Yeah, can we also shout out the coach? Shout out the coach. Dude only had 3 games of experience. Came into
that's true. He made adjustments.
A lot of his,
he made adjustments.
A lot of his thing. I feel like there were times when I was watching the court.
We're gonna get to that. That's more than JJ Redick. I'm sorry.
We'll get on that again.
JJ Redick might be the worst coach in the playoffs. He might have been the worst coach in the playoffs.
That's funny. I forgot about him.
That's crazy coming from a dude who only has 3 games experience coming in. That's
Lastly,
crazy.
Got to talk about the best player on the team, Nikola Jokic. So I think if we had this stream on game 2, it would have been a lot more negative. I'll tell you this shit right now. How I feel about Jokic's series, I think Jokic had a cool series for his supers. I think it was okay. I don't know. I don't care about the numbers. I'm not looking at them right now. But just like watching the series, I feel like there were times he was okay. I think it's okay. Yeah. I will say
I agree.
give props to Zubac for majority. Like,
was it?
Jokic was a great offensive player. Zubac held his own.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Zubac was just a great defender. That's what I think. Zubac is like Zubac has all the tools to stop a Jokic.
Actually, I'm being too positive. Because I gotta be fair. Game two, I was gonna come on here and really cook Jokic, but it's hypered down a little bit. But I will say, I think Jokic had a very underwhelming series. I think that's fair, Gumball.
Yeah, I agree with you.
When we compare Jokic to not even
Shaq.
LeBron, like that.
Shaq.
Not even Shaq.
They were saying he's the best offensive center of all time. That's what
they
they were saying.
Stay with me here. Now, not even Shaq. When we compare him to the top 15, 20 guys that we say he's better than, which are the Giannis, not even Giannis, the Kevin Durant's, the Steph Curry's of the world. We are literally watching Steph Curry get mangled out there at 36, and we're saying, oh, he should still win the series. We watched Kevin Durant for like 10 years in OKC play great defenders all the time. Tony Allen, Kobe Bryant. We saw every time the Warriors, Clay, Draymond, Iggy, all of them. And we said,
Kawhi Leonard, prime Kawhi Leonard.
Prime Kawhi Leonard. Tim Duncan's behind him. And we said, oh, the Thunder can't get it done. KD's not that guy. That's what we said. That's what we said about KD and Russ. They couldn't get it done. They're playing deep boy Kawhi, and then first team all defense Tim Duncan. And we're saying we can't get it done. No, man, let me finish. We can't go and say, oh, I don't give a fuck about Zubac is not a deep boy ass nigga.
Thank you.
Jokic could have been cooking this guy.
God damn. God damn.
You're not wrong.
We cooked James Harden. Rightfully so, he was choking the playoffs. Rightfully so. We also cooked James Harden for not beating the Warriors without his second best player, and he's playing Draymond, Iggy, Klay Thompson, all these niggas. That's the Warriors he didn't beat. So we can't look at Zubac is he's a cute little defender.
I'm not gonna lie. They shit on him in 2016. He was getting guarded by deep boy Kawhi Leonard. He was getting guarded by. The nigga said, "Oh, Jarrett Howard out of shape. He's not really hooping." In these fourth quarters, he was getting clamped. It's Kawhi Leonard. It's Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, I agree. No. I wasn't giving Cope. I'm giving Zubac. I'm giving Zubac his flowers. I'm giving Zubac his flowers. That's all I'm saying. Because Zubac deserves some flowers.
Zubac deserves his flowers. We'll save that for the Zubac portion, but for the Jokic portion, we're not talking about Zubac.
Yeah. You're right. I agree. It's an underwhelming series. He should have.
And my thing is,
he should have put up better numbers.
Jokic can't be in the KD Curry conversations if when it's time to be that guy, we're talking about how good Zubac is on defense. We're not doing it anymore. Like KD like 3 years ago, we get on KD for losing to like the fucking Boston Celtics at like 33 after his Achilles. Like it's different expectations. And I feel like that shit be happening with these new niggas all the time. Like there's levels to this shit. Like if you want to be, it's cool. Everyone wants to be top 10 and top 15 of all time till it's time to do that shit in the playoffs. And Jokic didn't do it. And his role players helped him out a lot. A lot of great protection from everyone. Niggas killed Russ. Russ was a cancer. And that nigga helped. He saved a couple games. That nigga saved like 2 games.
Yeah, that's right. And I agree. I totally agree. And we also, if he stays like this, for the second round too, we're gonna have different conversations. We're gonna have to start having actual conversations.
I think we got to start having them now, though. My thing about Jokic, no, that's not nasty work. I'm starting having them now. I'm just saying we've seen hold on. Zubac is one of those bigs who's in the mold of the style of those early 2000s bigs. I'm telling you, bro. This man Jokic, if he play, and he's one of the only players I will say this for modern day. If he play in the early 2000s, he would not be nearly as good. I'm sorry. This nigga he's just a bully. He's a weight bully. That's all he is. If somebody is the same weight as him, he's not at nearly as good. It just is what it is. Okay, it's nice when you face 6'9", bam. When you face 100-pound bowl. But like when you actually facing a real center, look what happens. He looks kind of pedestrian for a superstar, for the top 15 player of all time. He's very pedestrian for a 3-time MVP. Let's just be honest. Jokic is being a weight bully in this era. And honestly, that's cool. But if we just look back at the league, I'm telling you, he would not be able to do this shit to Tim Duncan. He would not be able to do the same shit to Shaq. He would not be able to do the same shit to a lot of other centers like a Ben Wallace. He would not be able to do this shit to Alonzo Mourning. He would not be able to do this shit to Dikembe Mutombo. If we go back to the 90s, he's not doing this shit to Patrick Ewing. He's not doing this shit to Hakeem Olajuwon. He's not doing this shit to David Robinson, bro. He is good, but he's not nearly as good as people say he is, bro. I just, it is what it is, bro.
And that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I agree. That's fine. I agree.
Like
now, what would give credence to your argument is if he goes against Chet and starts averaging.
Of course, because Chet is tiny. Chet is tiny.
No. I'm saying if he does this to Chet, if he starts cooking Chet, that proves your point a lot more.
He's definitely gonna cook Chet. He said it is try everything to this. I'm not even hating, bro. It is what it is, bro. That's what I see, bro.
I will say after 2023, Jokic conversations got that he was the best offensive center of all time. He is not better than Shaq on offense. I don't want like he's a better shooter. He's a better shooter. He's a better playmaker. He's a better which call a free throw shooter. Shaq fouled out big man lineups. We're not gonna do this. He fouled out big man lineups. He was the bully's bully. They would have 2 and 3 bigs on the roster just to stop him from to stop him, and he just hurt that nigga. And he's still out shooting 60% from the field. I don't care about the skill. I don't care about the footwork. When you're that dominant inside, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm just saying. Niggas saying, "Oh my God, Ivica Zubac, he's such a great defender. We need to cut some slack for Jokic." We would have never said that for any of those other centers, bro.
I'm not gonna slack for Jokic.
I mean, come on, bro.
Shaq is putting Zubac in the rim every single time. Shaq is putting Zubac in the rim every single time.
Like, come on, bro. It's just, to me, it's kind of ridiculous. They want to talk about Zubac being this great defender. Stop it, bro. Please.
I know this Drew's man and all. When Shaq played the Spurs in the Western Conference Finals with Dave Robinson, that nigga averaged 28 with David Robinson backline and Tim Duncan helping. And I know David Robinson not the same nigga, but he's still strong as shit. He's still built like a brick house.
Yeah. It says Shai's first playoff game post of the 2025 postseason starts today, by the way. I would agree with that sentiment. I know they played against the Grizzlies. That shit don't matter. We got to see
it was just warm-ups for him.
Yeah. We got to see what Shai does. Indiana's ahead of the Cleveland Cavaliers right now. That's nasty.
It's 16-12. It's 16-12. It doesn't.
He said, but if Jokic fell off this series, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer and a top 5 center by overall skills. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. Look,
that's cool, but
that's the problem. Is just like, if we gonna treat him like a top 5 center, we gotta give him top 5 center expectations, and he's not meeting them.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He's not meeting them.
Yeah, he's not meeting them.
Hey, let's just be totally honest.
He beat his first.
No, Cream. It's not even the top 5 center shit. I'm not meeting. It's about the conversation about, oh well, he's the best offensive. He's a better offensive player than Kobe. We can kill Kobe for efficiency all we want, Kareem. When Kobe went against the top elite defenders, he still got the shit done.
He still had
obviously Jokic got the shit done. Yeah, that's the thing. Kobe's efficiency kind of stayed relatively the same. So when we're talking about Jokic is a better offensive player than Kobe because his efficiency is so much higher, his shit dropped down. When we compare him to Shaq.
No, for the Kobe thing, if you actually go back and look at Kobe's efficiency, they were about average for the time he was playing. So I hate that argument.
Yeah.
Like Kobe was shooting at above average.
It was above average for the years he was playing. Yeah.
For Jokic,
I think Kobe just getting nasty because Jordan was so efficient at the 2. He was shooting he's like a guard 6'6", shooting 55-40% of the field. That's unrealistic. Yeah. We're gonna be honest. He's just so freakishly athletic. That's unrealistic. So it's like.
That's the thing.
Arlon, catch you, bro. Catch you.
Yeah. So my thing is, when we look at Jokic, even James Harden was having higher expectations in his prime. So we have to up the shit. This is a bad series for him. He got out of line. Yeah, it's a bad series. Yeah. KD, Curry, Harden. Those are niggas that are not Harden, but KD, Curry. Those are top 15.
He only really hooped in Game 3. Game 3 is the only time he actually really hooped.
Oh,
I don't think he had a game that.
That's the game where he had. That's why game he had. It was 36, 20, and 8.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
that was the game. And he hit that fadeaway over Zubac. That was tough.
Hey, come on. You can't say that's not a great game. That's a great game.
I will say,
yeah, he had one good game, but one good game for a 7-game series from your star player is not that great.
No, that's it. I will say, for example, he only had one good game out of the 7.
I mean, if we're gonna look at it, we could say that Harden had more great games than Jokic. It's just that Harden had way more terrorist games. He had more great games. He had way more terrorist games though.
And Metalman,
like 2.
I do respect you because I see some Nuggets fans on Twitter, and you're actually this nigga Swiper was all like, Jokic just led his team in points, rebounds, and assists for the 9th time. The only other nigga to do it as many times is Braun. This is his real peers. Braun was also the best defender on the court, one of the best defenders on the court. Jokic also Braun agendas. What are we doing? Also, was talking about under the Swiper tweet when I said that Braun was also an elite defender while he also led his teams in points, rebounds, and assists. He brought up Jokic's deflections. Shut the fuck up.
See, this is what makes
niggas are not real, bro. Jokic's deflections is hilarious.
Yeah, this is what makes me hate being a Nuggets fan.
Margo Chrome said, "I see Shaq tweeting that Swiper. That's funny."
This nigga talking about he averaged 2.3 steals a game. Nigga, shut up.
Jokic had a pretty bad defensive series when we look at like just
it was a bad defensive series. I'm not
really bad. And like
he had some good plays,
whatever he wanted.
Overall,
I didn't look at Zubac. I think Zubac's numbers were insane for this series, which is an indictment on him.
I think he was averaging 18 and like 11. I think it was 18 and 11.
No, Zubac's 17.4, 10 rebounds, 1 block. He shot. Zubac shot 66% from the field, but he shot 55%.
That's terrible. No, that's 66 is crazy. That's like better than shot. You can't.
No, but it's 17 points. It's 17 points.
It don't matter.
Who shot 66% from the field?
Zubac was 17 and a half points.
See, that's another thing that I was saying.
66%.
That's the problem is Jokic. He gets cooked on the other end at a higher percentage of what he's shooting. Now it's not as many points, but
it's 17 points.
If you add in what James Harden got off of those pick and rolls and he just had easy layups at the rim, it's around the amount Jokic was scoring. And this is why I'm like, bro, he can't be in that top. I'm sorry, but y'all want to put him top 10, top 15. I'm not hearing that shit. I need to see him win. I need to see him win more rings and actually prove that he can be solid on the defensive end, bro. I'm not hearing that shit, bro.
Indiana is up. Darius Garland is hurt for this game, so it's the Cavs without
the top 20 player. But I think the top 10 conversation is nowhere near it. You can't be a top 10 player unless you're like Curry. Like you have to be like.
I'm not gonna lie. He's not over Kevin Wayne Durant. So I'm just telling you, whatever you put.
No, Drew. Durant's 14, so he's nowhere near Durant for me.
Okay, he be 20, 22, 25.
That's all I'm saying. And
that's top 20.
We got to see what Jokic obviously.
I have Jokic like 18, 19, 20. That's what the range I have.
Obviously, that's the range I have.
We got to see what Jokic does in the future. You know what I'm saying? His playoffs isn't over, so maybe he redeems himself this next round, hopefully. For y'all Jokic fans, not for me though. I'll be hating.
You know the crazy part is both MVP candidates have to redeem themselves this next season.
That's true. That's actually true.
Yeah, and Shea stinks it up.
Shea better win that matchup, man. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna get bad, bro.
If Shea stinks it up, I will be watching.
I'm gonna have to.
Hey, if Shea stinks it up, we're gonna have
no, no lie. Drew, Shea stinks it up. They said he's the best OKC player of all time. Like, did niggas forget that 6'11" nigga from Maryland?
No, somebody actually said.
They're saying.
Somebody actually asked.
They're saying Shea.
Hold on, middleman. One thing. Somebody actually asked you, Drew. He said, "What if Shea hits a step back 3 over Russ to win the game in the series? Would that be a passing of the torch Thunder moment?"
I mean, it would be like a. I mean, I wouldn't hate. I'd be like, damn, the nigga. I'd be like, that's some dog shit. Like it's like I would be like. I mean, I'm not gonna be like, yo. She's a bitch. I'd be like,
he asked a while ago, so I had to get. He said, "I won't be like."
No, Drew.
Drew. I would say that shit. Fuck that shit, man.
I went through.
No.
Post game interview, I'll be like, "She a bitch ass nigga." I ain't gonna lie. That shit funny.
No, dude. What if that's the only points he scored that entire game? He finished the game with 3 points.
Oh! You mean he pulls that? He pulls a Tyrese Halliburton. That's what you mean.
He's
that's the only points he scored the entire game.
That's a Tyrese Halliburton, bro. That shit is so funny to me. Tyrese Halliburton will sell the whole 4th quarter and then hit the game winner and niggas will celebrate him. That shit pisses me off.
Tyrese,
oh my God, bro.
He'll have a good 5 minutes. His last 5 minutes be hard.
No, bro. It'd be more like the last minute and a half, bro. It'd be like the last minute and a half, bro. That shit not hard. The first 11 minutes don't count. What are we doing?
You can't have dog in you unless it's the last minute and a half.
Yo,
you have that last dog in you.
All right, but I think that covers the Nuggets series. Then we can go back You want to talk? We can talk. You want to the You want the Lakers first? I feel like the Lakers is kind of.
Yeah, I'll talk about the Lakers. Yeah. We'll talk about the Lakers next.
Get your shit off. Get your shit off. I think you want to get your shit off.
JJ Redick. Listen. I didn't think the Lakers were gonna win that series. But losing in 5 on your home court is so embarrassing. It especially in the fashion they did it. Gobert 27 and 24. Are we serious right now? He made Gobert look like the Hall of Fame player that he should have been.
He looked like Shaquille O'Neal.
Bro,
he looked like Shaquille O'Neal.
I mean, look.
Creep, he shot 80% from the field. He shot 80%.
I know, bro. What do you want from LeBron? LeBron is 40. He's not boxing out Gobert. Rui Hachimura is 6'8". He's not boxing out Gobert. He got to box out Julius Randle. Luka Doncic. Why am I even mentioning his name? He's not boxing out Gobert either. And he's not playing defense. Why is Jackson Hayes not on the floor? Why are we playing Maxi Kleber, who hasn't played since January? JJ? What is going on?
No, you see what happened was, Jackson Hayes wasn't handling it either. So he's like, let me try something new.
No. When Jackson Hayes played in the earlier games, Gobert was not doing that shit.
He was averaging like 6 points.
He was not. He was playing badly. It's just that Jackson Hayes was bad against Naz Reid. So whenever they put in Gobert, you put in Jackson Hayes as a counter. That's what a good coach would do. What JJ Redick he said, we're just gonna play small ball the whole time and keep LeBron and Luka out there. I hope they save us. LeBron is 40. Luka's out of shape. What is going on, bro?
We also didn't talk about this shit. Playing LeBron and Luka and out of shape.
24 minutes. 24 minutes for an entire second half. And Shaq. Hold on. Before you say that, it was the game before. Then after that, he says, guys, I know you just played 24 minutes straight. Go box out Gobert for me, please. What? What are we doing?
Wait, Cream. Do you think Prime LeBron could have did this? Do you think Prime LeBron could have won
this? Yes. Prime could have done this, but LeBron is 40. He's not. It's not Prime LeBron. He's nowhere near Prime LeBron.
I think in the 2007 playoff run, I think LeBron averaged like 45 minutes or 44 minutes a game. It was insane.
Yes.
but Curry could do that shit in his prime because all Curry would do is run around. Curry has elite stamina,
bro. Even Curry gets rest now. Curry gets rest now. He's 36. LeBron is 40, and Luka, he's 26, but he's not a limber 26. That nigga is 26 pushing 30. Let's just be totally honest, bro.
Hey guys, you want to hear the quote I heard for Luka? They said Luka's been playing for a decade because he was playing since he was a teenager. You cut him some slack, guys.
His first professional contract was at 13.
Let me. So I have a lot of points about the Lakers series. I have a lot of things I want to say about the Lakers series. So for one, I was a T-Wolves. I like to be more positive first. I think we gotta give the T-Wolves credit. We gotta give Gobert credit because Gobert.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
We do. No, Cream, do we have to?
I guess for playing against a 6'8" nigga, he did what he was supposed to do. I mean, I guess what are we giving him credit for?
Cool, but people had Gobert getting cooked by Luka and LeBron, and it didn't happen. It didn't happen.
No. He was played off the floor every other game. That's why they had to play Naz Reid. It wasn't from defense. It was offensively. So it doesn't matter. We can't give him credit for getting played off the floor regardless. We can't give him credit for that. The only game we can give him credit for is that last game. That's it.
I gotta ask me this because I kind of just whatever about Gobert. People were saying he got fluke depoys. People were saying they want to destroy him in switches. How Luka and LeBron are going to ice him and shit.
I'm talking about that.
They're saying that they're going to destroy him and pick a roll. That wasn't the
never did.
I guess, but he was still off the floor. So I mean, that's cool. But he was still played off the floor one way or another, though. But I mean, that's cool.
People said that the reason the Lakers were going to win the series was because of Randle, and then Gobert would get cooked by Luka and LeBron. I think we need to commend Randle. I don't care about Gobert, bro. Like Gobert, you don't have to care, but he's still...
like Gobert was not really doing shit. It's when Naz Reid came in the game is when they started winning, not when Gobert was in the game, bro. Except for that last game.
Okay, cool. But I'm just saying that people had Gobert getting cooked on defense, it didn't happen. That's what
okay, but
now,
if your offense is so bad that it doesn't matter if you get cooked on defense, I can't commend you, bro. I'm sorry, I can't do that. Like, what are we doing? You're still off the court.
Can we commend Randall for finally beating
now Randall? That's another story.
No, Randall shot a lot.
Randall shot 41% from 3. I don't think he's doing that again. I don't think.
No. I don't like that though. We can't be like, he's not doing it again.
I agree with Shaq though. But we got to give him his props though. But I agree with Shaq though.
For now,
he's beating the allegations.
Randall literally
allegations still out, bro. I got to see him against an actual defense.
No matter how old Braun was, Randall guarded Braun, was the only player who could provide the strength to guard Braun and somewhat speed to guard Braun. Was bullying everyone in front of him and shot good from 3. He was a great second. I don't know what his numbers were. He was a good second option.
Yeah, especially when he got the Luka switch, bro. That shit was raps every time.
Game 5, he was the best.
That shit was raps every time.
I don't know. He was the best player on the court. On Game 5, he's the best player on the court.
I'm not gonna lie. The Timberwolves game plan was let's get the Luka switch, and whoever has the ball, we get Ant or Julius Randle.
Jeremy Daniels will give me 20 points.
Or Jeremy Daniels. Whoever offense on Luka. It was whoever offense on Luka. That's what it was.
That's the thing. And then also my thing also with the what's it called? My thing with that's them. All the role players played really well. Great defense. What's the name? Mike Conley played good. He's old as hell. He still played.
Mike Conley blocking Braun.
That shit was nasty. I was like, nasty. I saw like, bro, he gotta hang it up, bro.
Oz Reed was good. The fourth quarters, he was literally like clutch as hell in the fourth quarter. Shout out to him. Ant. I feel like for Ant wasn't good in game 5 and game 2. He was retarded for some reason. But besides that, I like Ant's decision making, and I thought he played a good point guard type of game. Like I feel like he's way smarter than he was like 365 days ago. Way smarter. I will say defensively, like he didn't guard Luka, but he guarded Austin Reeves and basically made sure that nigga didn't exist.
It was him and Mike Conley. And even when Mike Conley was guarding him, this nigga Austin he's not good, bro. Oh my god, he's not good.
I'm not gonna lie. What about Ant? Ant he also took the bump with like Braun a couple plays, like physically to
he guarded Braun. He guarded Braun.
Muscling him.
The thing about Braun is like that's cool, but I'm just gonna be honest. Him running into DiVincenzo, and now all of a sudden we found out he has an MCL sprain. Like, bro, this nigga's just cooked. Bro.
I got something to say about Braun.
Like, bro, come on, bro.
But I will say Ant basically he didn't, because people say he stole LeBron's chain. That's nasty. He stole Luka's chain. He took that nigga Luka's chain off his chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all. That nigga 26. I'm 23. I beat the nigga easily. I'm the best thing on the court in the series. Fuck in the series. Like Ant has a chance to like get in some like uncomfortable top 5 conversations. You got a little I think so. Shout out Ant. Ant had a good thing. Now we can get on the Lakers. Y'all was talking about JJ Redick. I can agree with a lot of what Kareem said about JJ Redick, where JJ Redick pretend like it's like he thinks he's the smartest of like guy in the room of all time. It's kind of like cringe sometimes. Where he got mad when they were like, how do you feel? Like they basically asked them like, no one's ever played their players for like the whole 24 minutes.
That shit was
Why'd you do it? He got mad. Nigga, it was a bad decision. Like you play with none of the players on your team, or you don't have a Russ or a Giannis.
This nigga JC, nah, bro. I just see it. I'm just calling how I see it, bro. I'm calling how I see it, bro. Look, Luka, you can't tell me Luka had a great series, and JJ Redick was terrorist. He was terrorizing.
Austin Reeves is like that kind of player that niggas like to glaze. Like he's a cool like offensive guy, but he's not. He's just whatever.
I will say, I enjoyed Austin Reeves' games. I thought he was gonna be better than that. He wasn't. That's my fault. But I will say he's only making $12 million a year.
Bro, all I gotta say about Austin Reeves is the best third option in basketball. Goes from 6 free throws a game in the regular season to 1 free throw a game in the playoffs, bro. That's all I gotta say. That's all I have to say about him, bro.
Nickeil Alexander and Anna demons. And he only made $12 million.
He was guarded by Mike Conley as well.
He makes 6-man money. He makes 6-man money.
My thing with Austin Reeves is like, even amongst third options, I can list you some third options that are better. Pick a nigga on Boston. That the third option on that team is better.
Wait, exactly.
Minnesota is probably better.
Yep.
Aaron Gordon is better. The fucking anyone on the Thunder is better. There's a lot of things that are better.
It's a lot of players that are better than the third option, bro.
It's probably like if Evan Mobley's the third guy, he's better. Like Austin Reeves, he's a Lakers player, so we like to glaze him. He's a cool.
He's making 13 mil. Chill on him. He's making 13 mil.
No, but he's not the best. He's not the best third option in the league.
But that's what I'm saying. People were saying he was the best third option in the league. I was expecting good play.
He's a good player.
Shaq, stop. Is that the third best player on the team in the league?
No, because he was averaging like 20 and 6. If he did that in the playoffs, he might be. But he wants to do that.
Anyways, we know.
Next, we'll talk about the second best player is Bron. So Bron, one thing I will say about Bron though, and this is not to y'all, but there are people that have Bron's not a top 5 player. He's not. He might not even be. He's not even 10. I'm gonna be honest. Like, and the problem with when people put Bron in this top 5, top 10 thing is we have to have him with top 5, 10 expectations. He's not that good anymore, and that's okay. I'm not saying he's 40, so we can't be looking at Bron like he's a top 5, 10 player anymore. That's okay, but we gotta kind of center back and be like he's more top 15, 20, who can reach. At times he can have that peak of top 5, but because he's so old, he can't keep it up, and his defense can waver if he's tired. So we have to look at that. Besides that, I mean, I'm not really mad at Bron for anything. He just did what he could. I think it's old as dirt now.
He's too old. He's too old.
Like, I will say,
there were niggas. Also, I think that injury he got after he's tried to go 30. I do remember I was telling you were saying, damn, Bron's still so good. He's 30 a game. I was like, bro, he's gonna get hurt. I was telling you he's gonna get hurt again. Yeah, he got hurt and then he was ass again. I'm telling you, bro, Bron. If he gets hurt in the season, don't expect anything from him in the playoffs. Don't expect him to score 30 because he's cooked, bro. Like, it is what it is. And I don't think he's gonna ever do that again, bro. If I'm just gonna be honest,
I'll say Bron. He has high peaks, but the valleys can get like Bron is not better than. I'm gonna list some niggas that are Ant's better, Donovan Mitchell's better, Tatum's better. There's a lot of niggas that are better than Bron. It is what
Jalen Brunson.
It's like that. It's like that, right? Like, and that's no insult to Bron. It's just that Bron can't keep it up. Like Brunson could outplay him in a series. It just is what it is. Bro.
I think he probably would, especially if against that Lakers team.
But shout out Bron. Bron still. I'm not really mad at Bron. The nigga y'all gonna be mad at is that white fat nigga, the best nigga on the team. That nigga Luka's ass. I've been telling y'all he's ass for about almost 8 years now. I'm so glad niggas are seeing him. He was ass in the finals. Like Luka.
I'm not gonna lie, this is a long time coming. Drew been hating on Luka for a minute. Because when niggas started saying, I think it was a while ago, like 3 or 4 years ago, they said Luka plays like Bron. He's like, no, this nigga play like with James Harden.
That's Harden. That's what fries me. Harden, but now he's white and he plays in Dallas, and niggas are like he's
I mean, Dallas, Houston, that's like the same state. That's like the same. That's the same state for real. Dallas, Houston, the same state for real.
If you move him to Houston, give him a beard and tell him to fuck with Lil Baby. That's James Harden. That's not James Harden. That's basically Harden, bro. Like, hey, come on, bro.
Hey, and the thing is though, I was agreeing with you when you said it was hard. I was like, yeah, that's literally what he is. But he's literally just Harden.
Is baking elite defenses and then guarding something like he was getting it's Curry and Durant. He's still giving he's still providing resistance. Go and look at Jaden McDaniels' efficiency in his offensive production. There's a game he had 25. Every highlight, Luka's in the highlights. Every time he's just driving past 2 dribbles, stay up.
And I'm not gonna lie, Drew. That man Luka, he looks smack like a matador every time you see that nigga. He'd be like, let them niggas pass right by. He said, like, bro, what is going on, bro?
When the Lakers trade happened, we were like, the reason why this might be a good trade for the Lakers is that, like, the Dallas is basically saying like, yo, this nigga's fat, he's ass, he can't lead a team to a ring. Luka might be like, yo, fuck this, I'm gonna get in my dirt bag and I'm gonna get in shape. I got LeBron, I'm gonna have a 6-pack. That nigga doesn't. Cream, does he have a 6-pack right now, bro? Does Luka have a 6-pack, Cream? No. He don't have that shit.
No.
He's still fat, he's still slow. Niggas are saying the same shit. They said that they said that in this next offseason he's gonna come back again. If Luka comes back out of shape in the playoff the next year, it's you know when niggas are saying, oh, if Ben Simmons had a jump shot, it's gonna be like if Luka had better mentality. It's over. It's not happening. He's still gonna be fat. He still likes beer.
Also, Johan Goat, I agree with you 100%. They say he played in Europe. He knows how to play off the ball. He knows how to play within the system and the team. When? No. Guys, he doesn't do anything off ball. He just stands there.
Exactly. His off ball game is terrible. His defense is probably his defense is he's probably a worse defender than Trae Young, who's probably the worst defender in the league. Like he is closer to the worst defender in the league than the best, just by far. It's like, and then people like this thing. We've talked and we've had conversations where people say Tatum's Luka's better than Giannis and stuff because Luka's game looks better than Giannis. Luka has the step back when he's hitting, he looks crazy. But if we're gonna be honest, bro, we don't like Tatum. A lot of niggas say Tatum's not.
Tatum's better. Tatum's better than Luka. I've been saying this.
Better than Luka, bro. We gonna have Tatum is gonna be he's like, if we're talking about conducive to winning, Tatum's jump shot when it's not hitting, he's still giving you
defense.
Still a good playmaker.
He's giving you great defense and
decent defense. He's still doing shit. This Luka nigga, I seen James Harden. I didn't even like James Harden. I saw the better version, Shaq. Is this nigga not that good? I saw the better version.
You know what it is? Luka's James Harden. He just don't be having the moments where he's legit ass on, like where he's like 2 of 12 or like 3 of 14.
Can you not confirm that during COVID? I said that the difference between Luka and Harden is that Luka don't have the Game 7 James Harden moments. So we say he's. We literally there was so many years that Luka had a good game. And like the team lost, and they were like, Luka needs help, and I'm like, hold on. He dribbled the ball every time down the possession. That's why they lost. And then he had 2 role players leave him.
When KP was there, I remember that.
I will say, Jalen Brunson is decent. KP was kind of bad for the Mavericks. I will say
because he was bad for the Mavericks because they wanted him to just stand there and post up.
Yeah, they made him like not post.
Yeah, no, they didn't want him to post up.
They wanted him to just take corner shots.
He had it was back-to-back years. He had 2 role players that have given you all-star production in the playoff. We've seen KP. He was the KP out. Like KP is one of the reasons they won Game 1 in the finals last year. Jalen Brunson, Luka went down on the Mavericks, and Jalen Brunson was a superstar ass nigga. He gave you like 27 points. In Dallas,
in that series, yep, that's true.
We're seeing. That's why I say he's the worst James Harden, because James Harden can at least play with superstars and he still would be good. We've not seen Luka do that.
I think it's the thing because that European system of things, Luka's been like the wonder boy since he was like a teenager. Harden came up as a 6th man, so he knows how to fit around niggas like Russ and KD, which are higher. What is it? Or
even Kawhi at times.
Yeah, and you don't create the Shaq. That's a good point, because if you look at Giannis, Jokic, Shea, they all were role players at a point in time playing with better players.
Yeah,
all had to learn. Like, but at the same time, we see niggas like LeBron do it. Like, Luka just not that guy, and you guys gotta understand, he's not that good. He's not that good. He's just not that good of a player.
JC, the Luka trade wasn't a good trade, but I will say the reasoning for the trade is starting to show that it had some weight. That's the thing.
And I said this when we did the stream that late night when it happened. I was all like, do y'all think Luka's going to end up basically like I said Embiid, where he just stays constantly out of shape? Or maybe Zion is better. Constantly out of shape.
Zion's
always
a better comparison.
Like where he's good enough to where you have to pay him, but he's not good enough to where he'll actually win you a championship or do anything substantial in the playoffs. Because that's like the Embiid thing, where he's a very good player. You have to get this nigga money. You can't let him walk. But he's a toxic for the team, and he's basically just eating a check. That's basically what he's eating.
I would say that's kind of unfair to Embiid though, because I think Embiid actually legitimately got hurt. Luka's not getting hurt. He's just fat as hell.
Zion, fat. And you know what's funny, Kareem? I will say the Embiid. It's not a good Embiid comp, but the Embiid comp of. We see Embiid's injuries were getting really, really bad because he was kind of overshaped for a while.
Yeah.
Luka's starting to get that shit.
Yeah.
He was just fat. Now he's getting fat and getting hurt. That's a slippery slope, nigga. You're 27. Good. Like you are not supposed to be this fat at 27. It is what it is, bro. Like he said,
to the finals. Is Zion a better comp?
Well, Zion. Sure,
I don't know. It's overall a better comp. I will still say Luka's like for sure definitely better than Zion, because Zion does not play at all, and at least Luka will play.
If we look at the Mavericks, if the Mavericks open up the trade and got the biggest ransom possible, that low-key becomes a great trade for the Mavericks. They got rid of this nigga Luka early before niggas saw the truth, because niggas are seeing the truth now. Like, he plays in LA, so niggas are seeing he's fat. Now, obviously, they're not gonna kill him. Let Luka do this shit 2 more years. Y'all go see. Y'all go. Yeah. Just hit my number. Just know I would say this shit before it was cool. I was saying this shit when they was giving him Michael Jordan playoff comps. I was saying he was overrated. Just remember that was me.
He averaged like 30.
I never agree with that shit though. Come on, bro.
He averaged like 38. He averaged like 38 in the playoffs. He averaged like 38 in play. He was like,
he would just ISO on weak niggas. It wasn't that hard. Anyway, so that's that series.
What's it called? They said they should trade LeBron. LeBron doesn't have any trade value anymore.
He doesn't have trade value.
No trade value.
Nobody's gonna want to trade for a.
So the Houston Rockets Warrior series.
That I feel like
Steven Adams the GOAT. Steven Adams the GOAT. Man, I just look.
Steven Adams. Where was this in 2016? It's the same niggas. You couldn't do this in 2016.
No. He was doing that. Niggas was just stealing his rebounds. But anyways,
that's why they lost.
Look. He said, Kareem, I need you to slander Cade and the Pistons. I'm not too upset with Cade. It was his first playoff series. The Knicks were supposed to win.
He turned the ball over a lot, and they were in a lot of games.
He turned the ball over a lot, and he was not good. But he was fighting against OG. He was playing against like some good defenders. Like honestly, he disappointed me. Yeah, but like I think next year, I got to see him next year. I got to see a pattern. I don't really get on players for one-time things more often, unless it's egregious. Especially if it's your first playoff.
Jalen Green.
Unless it's egregious. Unless it's egregious. That's Jalen Green. Jalen Green is egregious.
Jalen Green, 36% from the field, 31% for three.
Yeah, they said talk about the best series Knicks v Pistons. Look, Pistons should have won that series. If I'm going to be honest, Pistons were a better team in my opinion in terms of like just cohesion as a squad. Now the individual play from Cat was great at points in the series, and same thing with Brunson. I hate to say, but he was good, especially that last shot. But also fuck that nigga Brunson though, because he is a foul baiter. He's a crazy foul baiter. He's one of the craziest foul baiters I've ever seen in my life.
That last game,
that shit is so bad. Oh my god.
That last game he was getting buckets. He made a Sar Thompson.
No, I know he didn't touch earth. He just made him go.
He made him touch.
No, he didn't.
He made him touch earth. We can look at the play. He made him touch earth.
He didn't make him touch earth. He just went to the other way. He moved him. He was just out the way. He said, "Do I respect Jalen Brunson now? No, they're getting smacked in the next round. Y'all niggas, come on, bro. You niggas said, do I respect the guy for getting? Hold on. Do I respect the guy for getting in a dogfight in the first round when people thought they were gonna easily win? No. Why would I?
No,
why would I? No. But look, the Pistons, a lot of the people, listen. The reason why a lot of people have Pistons winning is because people don't trust Jalen Brunson like that.
Well, they also didn't trust Cat. I'm not gonna lie. Cat was the best player in the series. Jalen Brunson.
Cat was the better player.
Cat was the best player in the
series. That's what I'm saying. Cat was the better player. He just took less shots. Cat was the better player in the series. He just took less shots. This is what it is. Jalen Brunson, the refs love that nigga. It is what it is. like basically the calls that Austin Reeves was getting in the regular season was transferred to Jalen Brunson. It went to Jalen Brunson. It was like, Jalen, take this. You know what I'm saying? I'm
not gonna lie. Listen to Jalen Brunson, 31.5 points, 8 assists.
No, his stats look great. I watched the series though. He wasn't that great. I'm not gonna lie.
Was it 43% from the field, 33% from three. Cat, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 1.3 blocks, 49% from the field, 48% from three.
That's what I'm saying. Cat was better.
Cat was like that.
This is the Knicks are fraudulent. Series proved that to me. I always knew the Knicks were fraudulent. I'm sorry, Cordell. Them niggas are very fraudulent. If you're here, bro. If you guys don't know who I'm talking about Knicks Knox.
Nobody thinks if they make the Celtics, I just want them to make it competitive. They haven't beat the Celtics.
It's not going to be competitive. I don't even like Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum could cook that team. That's not a hard team to cook. Also, the Pistons coach taking out Ashur Thompson and letting Jalen Brunson get a rhythm, stupid as hell. Why would you do that? That shit was dumb, in my opinion.
JB Dickerson?
Yeah. I feel like some of these coaches outcoach themselves, and that's why I have to give credit to the Minnesota coach. What's his name? Finch. Whenever they had a clear mismatch, he said, "I'm going to that guy." Gobert was having an atrocious series offensively.
Gobert was having a terrible series.
Exactly.
And so Naz Reid is selling. I'm not gonna keep Nas reading the game. Just trying to get Rudy Gobert some touches.
Exactly, and he said we need Gobert to get touches. They're gonna run small ball. JJ Redick, the dumbass he is, said I'm not playing Jackson Hayes, so we know Jackson Hayes not coming in the game. We know the center is not coming in the game because Alex Len not coming in the game. I'm trying to get Gobert early points and make sure that he's ready to hoop. And Gobert hooped. This is the opposite of what people like JB Bickerstaff taking out the guy. What Ime Udoka also taking out Steven Adams because he was missing some free throws. Why? Guess what happened that one game when he took out Steven Adams? The Warriors won on a 7-0 run. So you lost your defense and you lost your scoring because Steven Adams at least would have made 1 or 2 free throws.
And he was getting
blocks. He was terrorizing them. At least he learned the next game. He said, all right, I'm playing Steven Adams 33 minutes. He needed to do that from the start of the series, but he at least figured that out now. Now the Pistons coach taking out Asur, it was one of those things. He outcoached himself. It is what it is.
Yeah, though. I'll give him credit for the series overall. He was good. Like, people understand, like, in basketball, there's a rhythm. Like, I mean, if you play basketball, you know. Like, if you're guarding someone, and, like, let's say you get a switch off and they get 2 straight buckets. That alone, you get put back on the same player, it's like he's a different nigga.
Exactly.
It's like it's rhythm. You can't let this defense. You can't let these guys get a rhythm. Jalen Brunson's too good to get a rhythm.
I'm not gonna. We've seen it with the Rockets series.
Defense.
We saw Curry was in a straight jacket, and then they took Amen Thompson out and put Fred VanVleet and Jalen Green on him, and then Curry hit like.
And then he started hitting 5 threes. I was like, bro, why are you taking out Amen? Also, Amen being more aggressive has really changed that series too. That's really changed the series because they have a driving threat now that they didn't have because Jalen Green is not a driving threat. He's not even a shooting threat. I don't know what type of threat he is. I think he's just a threat. 38 points. He's a threat to the Rockets winning games. That's what he is. But
38 points.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool, Shaq. But I'm not trying to see him for the rest of the playoff run. Like, just
the thing is,
he's not good, bro.
That's true. And the thing is, like,
we also talk about this nigga Draymond being a terrorist and having Sengun, like, in his first playoff series give you work. Sengun 22. Sengun give you work at 22. That Draymond really has
Sengun's actually doing his shit. I can't lie.
Django Uno said the Lakers arena is so dead. Yeah. The rich people buying out like those seats is not helping the playoff atmosphere at all.
They're not true fans.
Yeah. But I mean, that's the thing. It's just like. Today the Rockets, I think they're gonna win the game because they kind of cracked the code on the Warriors. Jimmy Butler, as long as he sees somebody taller than him at the rim, he's going to pass out because he's scared of shit. I don't know why he does that every time he sees somebody taller.
He might not have the same athleticism he used to. He might not have the same.
And Steven Adams blocked the shit out of him like 4 times this series. So I
the Rockets have won.
Curry's getting
2 straight games. They're at home.
Yeah.
They have nothing to lose.
Exactly.
They have nothing to lose. And you said they figured out the code, so it's bad.
Yeah. So
they also, I think a lot of the young players like Amen, Jabari Smith, like Jalen Green still ass, but like a lot of young players still have confidence. Fred VanVleet,
he started cooking.
Was a terrorist.
He started cooking.
The next 3 games, he's turning the lights. He turned to Curry. The nigga just stopped missing for 3. I don't know how the fuck that happens. I don't know how the fuck that happens.
VanVleet's funny as hell.
He was not good the first 3 games, and in the last 3 games, he should
we discuss that Giannis losing to the Pacers? We should discuss that, right?
Oh, then collapsing in the last.
All right. Well, I mean, here's my analysis. Giannis is playing with a G League team, and they lost. Like Giannis played as well as he could have. He was playing with a bunch of G Leaguers and Gary Trent, and they lost. I'll give Gary Trent his respect, but that last catch,
that last play, he turned the ball over 2 times. I think.
Oh yeah. Also, I need to apologize to Drew and Shaq for arguing about Doc Rivers. That nigga's not good. He's not a good coach, bro.
I was telling you, Doc Rivers is not a good coach.
He's not a good coach.
We were talking about this before. I was saying because KG and Paul Pierce were talking about how there were sometimes Paul Pierce would run his own plays, how fucking Rondo would basically run the offense. That nigga was not doing shit. Because KG was running the defense. That nigga was not doing shit in 2008. That nigga was not doing shit.
Look, Doc Rivers, in my opinion, was a good coach at one point, a good regular season coach at one point. Not playoff coach, a good regular season coach at one point. But the game has passed him by. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's over. And he's never been a good playoff coach. Like, I know he won at 08, but I agree with Shaq now. It does seem like the players were the ones doing this shit, bro. Because the fact that your players get so frazzled to the point where it's like we're just gonna throw the ball away multiple times and let these guys get open threes? Like what why? I mean, they're still NBA players. Why are you having a meltdown like this? Like,
I'm not gonna lie.
Crazy.
The true measure of coaching is when you have multiple teams. The fact that the only team he's been successful with is the team with like 3 of the smartest players of all time. Like KG on the defensive end, Rondo, KG is one of the smartest.
You could just say superstar. You could just say superstar.
But he had
no, superstars not no, because they're superstars. No.
I meant he had the best team. He had the first like crazy super.
I don't even because he's
the first super team ever.
He's choked with super teams. I don't think that really matters. I think
what?
There's some super teams from the 60s.
The 2020 Clippers. What are we doing?
That was Paul George choking. That was not him choking. That was Paul George. He didn't even. No. Shaq. He didn't get a chance to choke. That was.
What are Nikola Jokic?
He didn't.
What are we talking about?
Shaq.
He played Montrezl Harrell. What are Nikola Jokic?
Shaq.
But Montrezl Harrell not good.
Shaq. I know you want to yell about this, but your man's Paul George was ass. That's all it is.
So he was ass. Why was Montrezl Harrell guarding Jokic?
It is what it is, bro.
Why was Montrezl Harrell?
They didn't have a center. They don't have a center, bro.
No, they didn't have a center. They played Montrezl Harrell because he averaged 20 and 10. It was 6-man. That nigga not good.
Shaq. That wasn't a super team. Come on, be a real.
Like, exactly, bro.
It looked like a super team because we thought PG was gonna be like a top.
He wasn't good.
He didn't have Russ no more, Shaq. Russ was on that court, that's why he wasn't getting passes no more.
He wasn't good, bro.
And Kawhi
was still Kawhi, but Paul George was not Paul George, bro.
Yeah. Kareem, what do you consider a super team?
Jamal Murray played like
he said Kareem carrying the camera quality.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, but it is what it is. It's coming in and out. It is what it is.
Can we talk about that nigga Darvin? Can we talk about that nigga Darvin Ham licking his chops trying to get the Bucks job? The nigga Darvin Ham gonna be the next coach.
Nah, Darvin. You know Darvin Ham was standing there. He said. My job now. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, Darvin Ham not cooking, bro. Darvin Ham needs to go. Doc needs to go. JJ Redick, you have one more chance, or you need to go.
I'm not gonna lie. We don't talk about it. The Spurs, what is it? Updated the Mitch nigga for Pop. I thought it was him. So who's getting Mike Malone? That's the nugget. Who's getting that nigga? Giannis. If I'm Giannis, get that nigga Mike Malone for me.
Giannis is not going to be on the Bucks, bro.
Yeah, I was saying,
Giannis not being.
Low-key, wait, we gotta prayers out to Dame.
No. What's stopping the Bucks from just saying no?
The fact that they're no, but you know, man, the fact that their future is cooked if they don't get picks. They don't have picks for like years. So it's just gonna be Giannis and a bunch of scrubs they're trying out year after year after year. Doesn't make any sense.
So there's no reason to trade Giannis.
No, the reason to trade him is to get picks so that you can build a new team. So you have a head start.
Yes, but all the picks you're gonna get are gonna be good.
Middleman. What did OKC do?
They traded Paul George for a shit ton of picks.
And Russell Westbrook.
Middleman. There are 2 teams they could trade with to have a shit ton of picks that actually need Giannis. The Rockets and the Spurs. The Spurs are trying to get the Spurs.
Okay, but if they trade,
now the Nets also can do that, but the Nets are going to be a terrible team. It's going to be Giannis with nobody, but the Bucks will still get picks from the Nets. But if the Spurs have 2 lottery picks this year. Like that's because one of them was from Atlanta. They get legit. So Keldon Johnson, Devin Vassell, some things, and like 4 or 5.
Now you have a solid team to start off with. You have Devin Vassell, who might become a future star, and on top of that, you have a bunch of picks. That's way better than just having Giannis and a bunch of scrubs to trot out for 4 or 5 years.
And Dame with no Achilles.
And Dame no, I didn't mention Dame because Dame is not going to play next year. And then after that, he probably is just gonna retire. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Middleman, your audio is kind of off.
You 2 years left on.
Yeah, Middleman, your shit cutting out.
How do I mute?
Middleman, one thing you're not also looking at is Middleman. Listen.
Add Giannis to that team. They're not gonna have lottery picks anymore.
Why is he screaming? Yo, Middleman.
One thing you're not understanding.
Yeah, does it sound like I'm screaming?
Why is my camera quality so?
All right, wait, Middleman. It makes sense for the Bucks to trade Giannis, bro.
Especially to the Spurs and the Rockets. Like I don't know.
Okay, but then you get picks that are useless because they're not going to be bad for it as long as they have Giannis and Wemby. So you're going to get two bad picks for the rest of the.
But you have to. You have to no. But you have to understand though. What's it called? When OKC traded Paul George and Russell Westbrook, people were saying the same thing. Now look at them. Like that's the whole thing.
But that's a different conversation. They had Shea. They don't have anyone if they trade Giannis.
No,
who do they have?
The trade offer.
No one thought Shea was that hard.
No one
thought Shea was going to be MVP. 1 and 2. In the trade offer, there's Devin Vassell, who was like a comparable player to how good Shea was when he was traded.
Also, one thing you have to keep in mind, they don't owe Giannis, but they can't just be like, Giannis, fuck you. We're gonna make you like.
If you want to do this, if you want to be nasty, they could trade him to the Nets.
Anyway.
That's why you get a bunch of picks, because you can't get anyone in free agency.
That's why that's the whole reason.
That's the whole reason, bro.
No, man. You know they could trade him to the Nets, but they wouldn't be doing because it'd be Giannis and nobody, and the Nets will still be bad. Like you could trade him to the Nets for the Nets picks. Like
that's what I'm saying. See, I would say if you trade him to the Nets, that works.
So I think he just doesn't want. I think he just doesn't want.
He doesn't want that nigga in the West.
Yeah, he just doesn't want the threat of having him with Wemby. That's the thing. Like we don't care about that. What's it called? He said, "Why was Sage crashing?" You gotta ask Sage about that, bro. I don't know why he's obsessed.
Oh, about Jason Tatum?
Yeah, but like that was nasty word.
Condolences to Dame though, because
condolences is a crazy word. He is alive. He is well.
He is, but his basketball career might be over. Nigga, it might be dead. Cream. That shit might be dead. Is that shit not dead? That shit is gone.
Condolences just say prayers. Like, I know his career's over, but like he's 35. His career was gonna be over in like a few years anyway. But my whole thing is like I feel sorry for Dame, but I mean he couldn't run away from the grind. I guess like that's the grind. He wants to grind. He getting the grind. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, to be fair, he waited too long. He should have.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know.
He should have left Portland sooner. To be fair, he should have left Portland.
One thing I will say. Dame himself said that when he was on the Blazers, they asked him why he doesn't want to leave. He said, "The grass isn't always greener. Look at how Russ and Harden were being treated after they left like their home teams or whatever, the team they spent their career in, and it wasn't going great for them." He was like,
"That's a lame excuse."
No, nigga, can you let me finish talking, bro? Like, let me finish, bro. My point is, he's saying like the grass isn't always greener. You don't know how it's gonna end up. And when you look at Dame's career on the Bucks. It's basically the same shit as the Blazers. He leaves in the first year, so he doesn't even want. He wants to go to the Heat. He doesn't end up going to the Heat. Goes into the Bucks. Disappointing the first year. Giannis is hurt. Second year, her injuries again. He kind of gets a little rushed, but he comes back and he tears Achilles because he wasn't ready to play basketball. And it's like, damn, like not that you shouldn't leave the situation, but it's like sometimes we're like, oh, just leave, and it's like, damn, it don't always work out how we think. Like, niggas were saying that Dame and Giannis were going to be a guaranteed ring. They never got out the first round together. And that shit. That's what I mean. I'm not saying that.
They never actually played together.
They never played together.
Yeah.
They didn't play 4 playoff games together combined.
Okay, but dude, my counter to that is, why did he wait long enough for it to be a trade? He could have left in free agency. He could have picked his destination.
That is true.
I mean, I guess my point. That's fair. That's fair.
They said Sage making me want to hate on Tatum even more. Yeah, I mean, it's Tatum is Tatum.
Like, when about Russ
I want the Knicks to win, kind of. I don't like the Knicks either, though.
Why?
Why don't I like
what
the
you
Knicks?
want? You want Tatum to sell and Jaylen Brown be the best player. That's what you want.
Look. No, I don't. Jaylen Brown be the best player. Yeah, exactly. That's what I want. Shaq knows what. See, Shaq knows ball.
We know your body.
Shaq knows ball.
We know what you need.
Because I can't have Cat out here going conference finals. Like, to me, the Knicks are just not a fun team to watch in terms of like conference finals. I'm not trying to see that. I want to see the Cavs versus the Celtics. That's what I want to see.
I need to see that.
I'm not trying to see the Knicks, bro. Get the goddamn Pacers out of here, please, Cavs. I'm not trying to see that shit again, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. Indiana's up 6. They're up 6.
I know.
And
I don't know
Derek's probably not playing.
I'm not talking about the Thunder. We're not talking about the Thunder.
No, they're losing. It's about to go to halftime. It's 64-56.
Yo, what the hell is Mobley doing?
He tried to bring the ball up against Pascal Siakam.
That's crazy. Who does he think he is?
Why you having Evan Mobley bring the ball up? You think he Jokic? It's crazy.
Good pass.
Sabonis.
Oh my God.
He plays
Okay,
defense.
no.
He's better than Jokic. I mean, he plays defense. I don't think.
No, but talk about ball handler. Talk about ball handler. Oh, no.
I thought you said you're not talking about Jokic no more, man. What's going on, bro?
He thought he was
Nah, that's nasty. He on stream right now.
Drew, Evan Mobley thought he was Giannis. He thought he was Giannis.
That nigga's hard. That nigga hard.
That's so funny. He said Cavs losing in 5 or 6 to Boston. Well, I'm not trying to see the Pacers losing 4. So,
you know,
we gotta see at least the games play out. I want to see the games play out.
And I have no faith. I have no faith in the Knicks. Like, imagine a Knicks finals. That's just disgusting.
Wait, Giannis to the Pels?
Right.
All right, because that's
say Giannis to the Pels. How do you feel about that?
I
want to see.
They don't have a secondary player. They have a lot of 3. Now that team has a lot of 3 and D niggas. They have Trey Murphy, elite 3 and D. They have Herb Jones, elite 3 and D. It'd be Giannis 3 and D niggas.
Wait. Where are all these elite 3 and D players when they were?
Trey Murphy and Herb Jones
and
Jose Alvarado. They just don't have. Zion doesn't play.
Shaq, can I finish? Can I say it? Where were all these elite 3 and D players when they won 20 games? I'm not trying to hear that shit.
No, they don't have a star. No, they are legit 3. You can't win a team with 3 niggas. Herb Jones, Jose Alvarado, what you call it, Trey Murphy are 3 and D niggas. They cannot run offense. What are we doing, bro?
Why me? We'll preview the second round too.
No, Cream, you don't remember when Zion played? They went like a 7-game win streak, and then he got hurt again. You remember when I started cheering for him? You remember when I started cheering for him?
Shaq. Come on, bro. Let's just be honest, bro. That's a cool.
Herb Jones. Herb Jones.
Can I finish? With Giannis, that's a cool first round exit, bro. Like we already seen that shit. We not trying to see that shit again.
In the West, I'm not trying to see.
Come on, bro.
I'm not trying to see Giannis get beaten 5.
The only time I say they'll win is if the Lakers decide to run it back with no center again. Oh yeah, they smack it up, niggas. They smack it up. That's it. Then they get out the first round. But other than that, bro, I don't see that shit happening, bro. It is what it is, man. That's so funny.
So who you guys got for tonight with the Rockets and the Warriors?
Cream got the Rockets, of course.
I got the Rockets. They've cracked the code. You know what I'm saying? We picked the Rockets to win.
It don't matter. They're getting beat by
I saw end of game 6. I saw Steph walk up and his son Kane. He was sad. He couldn't even look him in his eye. And Steph said, "It's okay. We got one more game." And he looked. And he turned around. He couldn't look Steph in his eye. Steph. Now, with that being said, Steph, I'm not asking for a week. I'm not asking for a month. I'm asking for a year, Steph. Can you give me one game? Steph, can you give me one game? If not, it's over. I ain't glad it's over. I'm going Warriors though.
Does Sally remind me of worse Nash? That nigga, he a very weak ass Nash. Very weak.
I know we're gonna talk over this series. That nigga Paulo against the Celtics.
He was tough.
29.4.
He was tough.
29.4 points, 8.4 rebounds, 44% from the field, 44% from 3. I don't know how he shot.
And the one game he didn't play like that well is because he was in foul trouble. It's not actually because he didn't shoot well. So I was impressed by Paulo. I can't lie. I was impressed.
Paulo, I'm glad.
Now Franz ass.
17%. Franz, 44% from the field, 18% from 3.
He was ass. Franz was not good. Yeah, but Hallie is like a very bad Nash. That's what he is.
I don't know. Has Nash ever signed him?
Nash has done everything Halliburton.
I'm joking. I'm not saying
more.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you, bro. Like, what are we doing, bro? Nigga said, has Nash ever? All right, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
see,
Paulo,
and this is why he got ranked the most overrated player in the world, because niggas like that. Partially because of Drew. Drew's asking you to talk about he better than Steve Nash and Chris Paul. That was nasty. Ali, come back. You was right. You was right. Chris Paul for that stretch. Come back, Ali. That was so nasty.
It was funny. It was 25-12 in a historic assist to turnover ratio. Chris Paul was 22-10. And Chris Paul played defense. And he had historic. I don't know. You don't care about defense. You care about defense.
And on top of that, he played in an era where scoring was a lot less. So 22 meant more than 25.
Drew. You care about defense when it's Jokic. You don't care about defense when it's Hallie?
Wait, Shaq, wait. Shaq, Hallie got to the conference finals by himself as the number one guy? Chris Paul do that? All right, my fault.
That's nasty. That's so nasty. He played only injured squads. Oh my God. See, this is why Halliburton gets the overrated tag, bro.
Drew, I got a question. Drew, is Halliburton beating that 2014 OKC squad? Nah,
He not blowing through a lead to Corey Brewer. I'll tell you that right now. And Ish Smith, he not doing that, Shaq. He not doing that.
I'm not gonna lie, he would definitely do that. I see Hallie doing that.
Not doing that shit.
If Blake Griffin's the second best player, not Siakam, he definitely doing that. He definitely doing that. That yeah, Shaq. That nigga Blake Griffin's so overrated, bro.
Oh, this is his second year, his second year in the playoffs, and he's been amazing. He was good in the first round last year. He was good again. So shout out Paulo.
All right, so if we're previewing,
I'm not gonna lie. I did look at his free throws. 65% for the free throw line, dog. You're not a center. Like you got. He's not a center. 65% is crazy for the free throw line.
Braun do 65. You good, Paulo?
No, Braun does 70s. Braun does 70s.
Sometimes.
All right. Anyway, let's move on to the next you know what I'm saying thing. Round 2 predictions. Like round 2. Now I don't know about predictions, but like analysis or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
So are we going Warriors or are we going Rockets?
No, let's do the ones that are actually decided. Yeah.
So you want to talk about the Cavs paces? The Cavs paces on right now. The Pacers are up 8 points.
I'm going Cavs and 6.
I don't care about that.
Cavs
and 5.
I will say Darius Garland is hurt and he might not play this game or the next game.
All right.
He's not playing this game.
D Mitch, take me home. Come on, bro.
D Mitch will take me home. Bro. Which I trust.
Yeah, I don't think anything because this offense. I'm not gonna lie. This offense looking. Drew Halliburton. 4-6 from the field, like 6 assists. He decent. He decent right now. He might not be overrated. I don't know.
Abs is
4 of 6 from the field, bro. Is that
9 points, 6 assists. That's good. It's the first half.
Is that what we expect from our superstars now? 9 points and 6 assists,
and 0 turnovers and a steal. And a steal. I don't like what you. And a steal. What you like?
Yeah, these new niggas not really working for real, bro. Oh my god.
Cream. He do this for another half. He got 18 and 12 and 0 turnovers. That's Steve Nash. 18 and 12, 0 turnovers.
Not playoffs. Not playoffs. No, not playoffs. Steve Nash or Chris Paul. They up their scoring averages. That's come on, bro. Especially in this era. 18 is nothing, bro. We got at least hit 20 something.
12 assists, 0 turnovers. He got 6.
That's my shit.
This nigga Andrew Nembhard is so good. I'm looking at his plays.
Nembhard is literally he's the best scorer on that team, bro. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
He's not gonna playmaker though.
Siakam exists. Let's Siakam exists.
I gotta see
Siakam is 4'10", but he's 4'10", but he's getting guarded by Evan Mobley. So it's like I think Evan Mobley's walking like twice.
Okay. All right. He's the best perimeter player on that team. Best perimeter scorer.
Just say he's better than
perimeter score. He's not a better passer than Halliburton, bro.
I don't need him to pass. I need him to score. We have Halliburton. We know he's gonna pass. That's all he does. He pass. That's all he's gonna do is pass.
6 assists, 0 turn. That's point.
I gotta see the assists because if they're Jokic assists, that's iffy.
Jokic assists.
Damn, Jokic assists is crazy.
Jokic get a lot of handoff assists, bro. Let's just be honest.
Jokic assist is a slur at this point.
That shit nasty.
It is a slur.
You said if the Magic get healthy and get a point guard, they would win 60 games. They would win.
Fuck the point guard. They have fun playing. They need shooting. They got KCP. Yeah. He still can't shoot. If they had got Malik Beasley, they would have been a 60-win team. They got KCP and he still can't shoot.
I ain't gonna lie. Shaq, the way the Magic are, they get Steph Curry, that nigga loses his ability to shoot too. They like, why can't you shoot? You're the best nigga ever. That nigga not shooting.
They get Kawhi Allen. This nigga
wait. So Shaq, they should have signed Klay. They should have signed Klay Thompson instead. Is that what you're saying?
KCP is not. He went from 34 to like 27. I don't know what the fuck happened to KCP, bro. It don't make sense. It don't make sense, bro. I don't know. Because they run offense. Paulo basically runs like a point forward. Paulo can pass. Paulo's actually a good passer. They need shooting.
To be fair to KCP was kind of a whatever shooter until he met Braun and Jokic. He was kind of a okay.
He went around. He got around 2 like elite passers,
all-time playmakers, and it's like okay, wow, he's a crazy. Like he's probably just not that great of a shooter. So that's just what it is.
Just to be fair, if you rewatch a lot of those KCP Nuggets highlights, he was getting wide open looks a lot of the time. Just because of I also say that with Braun because he was around people that could pass.
Oh, so I'm going Cavs in 6. Kareem's going Cavs in 5. All right.
I'll go Cavs in 6. I don't think it's gonna be 5.
Yeah,
because he said Darius Garland's just got hurt, right?
He's not playing this game. He might not play next game either.
Yeah, so
because he has a foot in.
Yeah, Cavs in 6. I said it.
Going Cavs in 7. Going Cavs in 7.
7 there. If it goes
I'm
7,
not gonna lie. KCP shot 26% from the field and 26% from 3. He just what? Like,
if it goes 7, they're frauds. I'm just gonna say it. If the Cavs go 7,
no, I'm saying 7 just in case Darius Garland doesn't come back. Like if Darius Garland doesn't come back, then that's fine.
He never comes back.
Like, he doesn't come back for the rest of the season.
They said the injury he had, he'd be out for 1 or 2 weeks. The injury he had.
That's probably the rest of the season.
I don't know what happened. It's something with his foot.
I didn't watch the Heat series. I knew they was going to lose. I know he got hurt during the Heat series, but I don't know when he got hurt to know when the 2 weeks is up. All I'm saying though is that if Garland misses less than 2 games and they go 7, the Cavs are frauds. I'm just telling you.
That's
fine. But that's fine.
Knicks.
Celtics?
Knicks Celtics.
Knicks in 5. No, sorry. I mean Celtics in 5.
Celtics in 5. Celtics in 5.
Yeah, I mean, I said Knicks.
I'm gonna go 5 because I think Brunson and Cap.
Brunson can get 1 game. Brunson's gonna get 1 game.
Brunson. You
and Tatum might miss.
I don't know. Jalen Brunson is a playoff rider. That's what
the whole thing with Cat.
Brunson shot 43% last series, bro. Can we not do this, bro? That
was a good defense.
What are the Celtics?
The Celtics are
what?
So the Celtics are being defense.
What are the Celtics, bro?
They'll have Drew Holiday, Derek White.
They don't have great defenders.
So they might not all be as good as Asar Thompson individually, but Asar is not gonna get worn down like he was. Like it's gonna be 3 niggas.
I'm trying to find his series stats. I think his series stats against Brunson's series stats against the Celtics.
It was 31 and like 43% of the field.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He plays good against the Celtics.
I don't know what he did against the Celtics. I'm talking about what he did against the Pistons.
I'm going off what he did against the Pistons. I know the Pistons had a great defense. The real issue,
but like, because come on, if Cat forces them, to play out him, or Porzingis to play actual 5, because the Celtics switch a lot, and if they switch like Sam Hauser, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown on Cat, and Cat can punish those matchups, because they're gonna destroy on this.
Wait, Shaq, they don't play Sam Hauser in the playoffs.
They played him in the Magic. He played.
They played because the Magic are not good.
They had injuries. They had Brown.
They switch a lot. If they switch any of the guards or Tatum or Brown, he's got to destroy them in the postseason.
Drew Holiday's been hurt for the last couple of games. I think Jaylen Brown is either hurt or he's like kind of coming back from injury. That is something to keep in mind. So that could make the series longer than I think it normally will be. But I'm still going Celtics in 5.
Knicks are frauds, man.
That's fine.
Donovan Mitchell was there out the second round, by the way. Donovan Mitchell's also played in the Western Conference his whole career.
And he also played with Rudy Gobert as his second option, bro. I'm not trying to hear that shit.
He had no offensive.
There's no offensive players with him, bro.
But also, nobody puts Donovan Mitchell in those conversations. Niggas kind of said it like, oh, the Cavs are one of the best teams in the league.
The only reason Embiid gets hate is because Embiid was an MVP, and it's like, an MVP.
Nah, he was getting hate before he was an MVP though.
No. For the second round thing, not really.
Yes,
I just started hearing that shit.
Yes, he was. No, Drew, he was. Don't do that. He definitely was. Don't. It was you were one of them too.
Okay.
Don't do.
But we can all agree, Embiid is better than Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying. I'm just gonna say like.
I'll fix it. Embiid's a first team All NBA kind of guy. Top 5. He was getting top 4 comps. He was saying he's top 4 in the league.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell's always been like a 20 to 15. In the playoffs, he could tee it up. So we'll see. I will say if Garland comes back and they lose to the Pacers in round 2, Donovan Mitchell, I'm gonna have to start talking about that little nigga, bro. But it should be fine. Knicks. So that's all the Eastern things, right?
West. OKC. We're gonna do because the Rockets we don't know. OKC versus Denver. Metal Man.
OKC in 5. That's what I'm going with.
Metal Man, what you got?
OKC in 6.
Yeah, I'm going OKC in 6. Like the Thunder, The Thunder got a lot of niggas, bro. It is what it is. They got a lot of good pieces, and
also
the Nuggets defense is already really, really bad. Yeah, the fact that James Harden, old ass, was turning back the clock.
Yeah.
Like,
I will say,
Chrome said OKC in 4. I could see that, to be honest with you.
I like Jokic better win one. That nigga better win one.
I will say, this is going to be a true test because you're going to have Hart with you're going to have Hart guarding him in the post, and then Chet helping. Jokic
should bully Chet. He should bully Chet.
No. But it's not. They're gonna have Chet do basically the Rudy Gobert role. He's probably will be a little better because he's more quicker now. Jokic's gonna have to be Jokic. Jokic's gonna need about 28 points out you, big fella. 13 rebounds.
Yeah, I need 28.
53% of the field.
Yeah,
your free throw. You got to be at least 80% of the free throw line. You're a good free throw shooter. You can't be in the 70s, bro. You're a good
70% free throw shit is ass, bro. This ain't Jokic.
Yeah, he got to be at least 80. I'm gonna need some shit. I'm gonna need some shit from you because we know Shea gonna have to have some shit because if Shea not
Jamal Murray, God rest his soul. Prayers out. I know he's not hurt, but prayers out to Jamal Murray because what he's about to experience in this first round right now.
Jokic does a pick and roll. It's Lu Dort. He does another pick and roll. It's Alex Caruso. He does another pick and roll. It's J Dub.
That's why I said. If we get another Jamal Murray game 5 performance, we could get one or two.
That's not happening.
He's not doing that. Alex Caruso or Lu Dort or J Dub.
Hey.
No,
I'm not gonna lie.
That's tough.
No, I'm not gonna lie though. Good luck with that. I'm just saying that. Good luck with that, bro.
No, that's the only way we get you to 2 games. I'm just being realistic. I'm not trying to be
don't even put that into the air, bro. You don't want to disappoint yourself.
Or
I'm not gonna be disappointed.
If Jokic can dominate the inside,
no. Also, all that little Russ cute shit is not flying in this series. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait. Okay, see, are you cheering for Russ? We might still do it.
Oh my god, bro!
I will say.
Okay, what's the worst case scenario? Okay, let me ask you quickly. What's the worst case scenario for every team that's remaining in terms of legacy and everything?
Shea has just as bad as the series as he had last series, and he gets eliminated by Shea. First of all, he's gonna figure out he won the MVP. Then he's gonna play shitty, so they're gonna say he's a fraud MVP. Then he's gonna lose and say Jokic is actually the true MVP, right? For Jokic gets exploited even more on defense than he was in the Clippers series.
And he can't score.
So it actually proves that he's just dominating weaker matchups because from now we've seen teams with size, with actual 7-footers that can match. Like, I heard a 7 foot.
He can only cook 6'8" niggas? Oh, no.
No. What's the worst case scenario?
That's funny. That's
worst case scenario for the Celtics. I think even if Tatum plays like shit, they still gonna win. It'll be Jaylen Brown and Taysom play like shit, but Derek White win the game. So it's I guess Derek White is the best player on the team.
If Jalen Brunson is the best player on the court by far, and Cat outplays the big man,
they're not gonna win. I still don't think they're not gonna win.
No, sure, but we're saying worst case scenario. OG Anunoby start looking like Kawhi Leonard. I don't know.
This is just worst case scenario. So this is the worst case scenario.
I'm not gonna lie. Pacers Cavs right here. It's called Garland don't come back. And the Cavs lose to the Pacers.
No, that's not the worst. No, the worst case scenario would be Garland, because you could say Garland was hurt. That's not really.
Yeah, that's a hope. There's hope for that.
Yeah, the Cavs. The whole point of why they're so good is because they had 2 players that are like perimeter threats. That's the whole point. If they lose one, it's kind of it's a little unfair. It's like they should have beat the Pacers still, but it's still like that's on the full team. If Garland is back and Donovan Mitchell's stinking it up,
yeah, that's not good. And vice versa too. Vice versa.
Yeah.
Like if Halliburton has a terrible series and his second best player doesn't show up, yeah, that's a worst case scenario for them.
Oh, I know for Ant, if Julian Randle balls out, Ant doesn't show up. Oh my god.
They lose.
Oh my god, that's not gonna be good.
I forgot about the T-Wolves. Wait, who do they?
That's not gonna be good for Ant. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. So we could say for either teams though. We could still make it. This is for either team.
So for the Warriors, worst case scenario, Steph stink it up and Draymond's clutch our offense and they still lose on some 2016 shit.
Nah, but
Jimmy Butler Jimmy Butler go to the rim and just throw the ball up. He not even trying to score.
That's looking at the rim.
That's what he's been doing these past few games when you see Steve
on
Adams
defense on the Rockets. Worst case scenario is that Amen Thompson start getting cooked on defense and
Curry has 50 and Curry have 50. Oh no,
like in the
I don't think the Rockets really have any legacy players though. If I'm just gonna be honest. Like it doesn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like they don't really have legacy players.
Even if the Rockets, I think the Rockets are the only team that, like, if they lose, nothing really matters for them.
No, it's all. I mean,
I guess it just proves what everyone knew about Jalen Green, but like we already know everything about him. So
so they still probably won't trade Jalen Green. They probably still keep Jalen Green and just run it back and just tweak something. Like,
I would trade him.
Actually, we can preview. Let's
preview Minnesota versus either the
I think Minnesota beats
or
the
thing.
I think Minnesota team.
Hold on. Let's do this more thing. Let's do this. Somebody could go first, and we could go Warriors first.
Okay, let me go first.
If the Warriors, we're going Warriors.
We're on Warriors. I was saying it was Minnesota versus the Warriors basically be Minnesota against the Lakers, but the Warriors would play better defense because they would destroy on the size. They would the dominating size. They wouldn't have somebody to stay in front of Ant. They'd have to trap him, but their trap is probably gonna be better because they'd have Moses Moody and Gary Payton Jr. trapping when it's
smarter niggas.
Shit. So I still have Minnesota in like 6 because there's also gonna be games where Curry will go off, Jimmy Butler go off, whatever. The Rockets, those games are gonna be hard. I don't think the Rockets can ever beat Minnesota. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think they can ever beat Minnesota.
We're not there yet. So, Minnesota versus the Warriors. I think it is. I think it's similar to the reason why the Rockets are beating the Warriors. I think the T-Wolves can kind of mimic. They can have a lineup where it's like, oh shit, we got now Gobert. It's probably gonna be. We have a Gobert. We have a Naz Reid. Ant can get you rebounds. Like a bunch of niggas can get boards, which the Warriors struggle against. Like you said, they can't really stay in front of Ant. We could throw some niggas at Steph Curry. We could throw a lot of niggas at that nigga Curry. Now keep Ant away from Curry. Oh my God, please. Besides him, we can have anyone else throw it at Curry.
Nikhil Alexander Walker, Jaden McDaniels, Dante, but Dante might get cooked.
No, someone said Draymond versus Rudy might be this generation's LeBron versus Curry. How far have we fallen, bro? How far have we fallen, bro? That's just funny.
I think the team was in 6 realistically. Okay. That's why I go for the Warriors.
All right, so I'm gonna just say I agree with what both Drew and Shaq said. Like it's the same thing. The Warriors just don't have size. That nigga Post is not good. What's his name? Draymond Green.
He shoots threes. He's a 7-footer.
Shaq. He gets bullied on the glass by anybody who's there. Draymond Green is good, but he's 6'6" at the end of the day. Jaden McDaniels taller than him. Rudy Gobert is taller than him. Naz Reid's taller than him. What's it called? Who's the other guy? There's one more guy.
I think he's close to his height. You said Julius Randle. And Draymond are like
Julius Randle's taller than him. So
and Rudy and Randle would get a board.
Yeah, to me it's just like if they crash the offensive glass, the Timberwolves should win in 6.
They also shoot. They also as a team, maybe not fair. As a team, they shoot significantly better.
The only reason why I say 6 is because their defense is slightly better than it's better than the Lakers, and also Curry is a better player than Luka. So there's that. That's the reason why I say 6.
Is Jimmy better than Bron?
No, but it doesn't matter.
I wouldn't say so. But yeah. Now the Rockets, I think it would be the thing is the Rockets not doing this shit where Steve Adams looks like Hakeem Olajuwon. That shit's not happening. I'm just letting you know. Like we got size, like we got some like Steve Adams is still great as a player. He not gonna look like fucking.
What about Middleman? We asked Middleman before the Warriors shit.
Yeah. I think the Warriors will lose in 6. I think the Warriors will lose. I think the biggest problem that the Warriors will do is they'll try to sack off one game like they've been doing every series for the last few years. It's gonna bite them in the ass, especially against the Timberwolves.
Okay.
As well as the Timberwolves better defense and have better size. And it's not and this is like an older Curry and older Draymond, so they can't really carry as much as they used to. And then I'm not really up on Jimmy Butler's play in these playoffs.
Yeah.
Also, because they also
wait. Shaq, let's move on to the next. Yeah, let's move on to the next.
For the Rockets, so to the point out, I think Zaz said, I think the Rockets' physical defense won't bother Ant. We'll have to see. I think it could bother Ant. One thing I will say though is that when you look at the T-Wolves, one, Steve Adams, like I said, won't look like a prime Bill Russell. He won't look like that. He'll still be effective, but it's like the size of the T-Wolves will be more. It'll balance out a little bit. Like we got some niggas for their height, and then it's like Julius Randle's. Oh my God! Don't look at the shooting splits in that series. I'm do not look at it.
What do you think of Men's on Ant? I think that's better than
Ant could cause him trouble, but the thing is, Sengun, for instance, he gonna have more trouble. is in like because Nas Reed can do some shit on Sengun. Nas Reed can cook Sengun. Like realistically speaking, he's able to do that. That's like a wrinkle in their offense they have. I think that if we're imagining the Ant can't shoot for shit, Randall can't shoot for shit, Sengun like probably. I mean Sengun on Gobert. I don't know. Like Sengun will probably get a shit off.
I'm not gonna lie. Sengun is a worse shooting Jokic. Gobert's
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Gobert might cause him trouble. So Shaq, if the Rockets' offense is shitty now and Sengun is gonna be worse,
if you want
2000s basketball,
crazy from 3 the last 3 games.
That's cool. That's cool.
Nikhil Alexander Walker.
Nikhil Alexander Walker. That shit down. This shit's not happening.
He's not doing that.
He getting guarded by Curry. That shit's not. You can't guard that nigga. So guard him. Like it will be the most nasty 6-7 game series.
What is Jalen Green shooting? What is Jalen Green shooting for the field?
Jalen Green might shoot 18% for the field. That might be a good series. That might be a good game. Like realistically speaking, bro, it will literally be like that game might finish 60, 65, 82. Like that might be the end of the games, bro. That shit will be very nasty. I'm going T-Wolves at like
that nigga Drew Cream will be like, early 2000s.
Y'all saw that Pistons series. That was a good series, man. That was a great series.
The Spurs won a game like 82-75 or something like that against the, like that was nasty. That was the Pistons versus Spurs in 2003 or 2005. That shit is nasty. That is very nasty. Creed said that's good. That's good hoops, Creed. That's good hoops.
T-Wolves are in a funny way are kind of like a combination of like they take a lot of the good aspects of the Rockets and the Warriors and they kind of combine it. Not everything, but they kind of combine it. So I think it's a funny series.
I don't think that none of those teams utilize
they have the defenders of Houston. They have the size of Houston. They have the rebounding of Houston.
I know, but none of those teams have sufficient like offensive bigs.
But I will also say this. I say also like just in like 2000 basketball, their best players is better than their best players. So that's gonna play a huge factor in there.
But I mean, that's what Golden State had. That shit has not really been helping them as much as we thought.
I mean, but that's a different series.
I mean, well, the Warriors gave up on was a game where they were the Rockets were 26 and they gave up on the third quarter. I don't know why the fuck they did that. They gave up in the third quarter.
You think that a team that's blown a 3-1 lead and has had that in their franchise for 9 years would know not to treat every game like it matters? I don't know why they did that. That was so dumb.
Yeah, the Rockets against the Wolves. For what I say for that series, it's gonna be a dogfight. It's gonna be some great defense being played. You know what I'm saying? We gonna love that. You know what I'm saying? Steven Adams won't see the floor as much as he's been seeing the floor this series. I'm gonna say.
Yeah, Nasri gonna play a nigga. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he won't see the floor as much. Shingu still probably gonna get his on worse percentages though.
That means that offense worse.
Ant is going to be a terrorist for at least 2 to 3 games. I know that's.
It depends. It depends now. I will say,
Shaq. He was a terrorist for 2 games against the Lakers. He's going to be a terrorist for at least 2 to 3 games against them, bro. I will say in 6 or 7, I'm taking the T-Wolves just because their top end talent is better. Julius Randle, don't get me started on him. He's going to be bad the whole series.
Yeah. Corey Eason, and then he sees Jabari Smith.
And Jabari Smith, like he's gonna be bad.
It's not Luka funny no more. Yeah. Jaden McDaniels, that little layup thing you do it, that shit was cute. Ahmed Thompson's at the rim.
I think Jaden McDaniels can surprise you though, because
Jaden McDaniels probably get the third.
He's gonna get and he's gonna hit some shots. Now,
I'm talking about he was hitting the rim sometimes.
Oh no, he's not doing that. No. That's cooked. But I just gotta. Ant will play like a terrorist for 2 to 3 games, but the other games he will play amazingly, and that's why I'm taking the T-Wolves. Because if you have Jalen Green, he's not giving you shit. So it is what it is, bro.
He's not giving you shit.
I'm not gonna lie.
He's like, Ants go guard him. Yeah, I'm as fast as you are, bro. I'm stronger too. Yeah, you're not. You even taller than me, bro. Maybe by like, come on, you barely taller than
me. I think Jalen Green is 6'5" and Ant is 6'4.5". Like, it's not that much, but Ant is like.
Yeah.
What you for the Rockets?
Oh yeah, I think the T-Wolves can win like 6, maybe 5, depending on if Jalen Green actually plays terrible or good.
Oh, so far. I mean, okay, so far.
We saw against the Warriors. He had one. Meadowman, he's shooting 37% from the field against the Warriors. He had won the game.
And he had a game where he had 38 on like 60%.
I don't know. I mean, he might have a fluke game, but like that's it, bro. I'm giving him maybe one fluke game again, but that's it, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. The Cavs are still struggling. The Pacers are still up. The Cavs are still struggling with the Pacers. I'm not gonna lie.
Which
I mean, the thing is, if the Cavs don't have their second best player, it's
every time I check, every time I
Mm.
check, it's on commercial, bro. Like this shit.
It's 77-68.
That's still close though.
Yeah. Damn,
Not gonna lie, these second round matchups sound weak as hell compared to the first round. I did like the first round matchups a lot, but maybe they'll surprise us though.
I'm not gonna lie, this Pacers team, Neesmith is going insane. The nigga just hit 2 threes. It's 80-68.
What did I tell you?
I didn't know who Aaron
best perimeter player, bro. You know against the
not Nembhard, Neesmith, Aaron Neesmith, not
Neesmith. Not Nembhard. Never mind. Neesmith, like, I mean, against the Celtics, Neesmith was kind of hitting, but it was mainly Nembhard though. It was when Tyrese Halliburton went down that series.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Aaron Neesmith 4 or 5, 3 or 4 from 3, 11 points.
First
Andrew Nembhard 5 or 6, 15 points, 3 or 4 from 3, 5 assists. I'm not.
Best perimeter player on the team. What that man Hallie doing?
Hallie is 5 or 8, 8 assists, 11 points, 0 turnovers.
So my question is, what are the Cavs doing on defense right now?
They're not defending. I mean, no, Siakam is getting clamped. Siakam is 4-12. He's getting guarded by Evan Mobley. That's it. I'm not gonna lie. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. Dino Bino, not a Pacers Celtics Eastern Conference.
I'm not gonna lie. Donovan Mitchell, Drew. He's 7 to 18.
He's getting covered. He has no offense. Nah, that shit.
Evan Mobley 6 to 8, 13 points. 1 steal, 1 block. So he's guarding. He's also face guarding Siakam. So.
What I will say, the first round matchups, like Nuggets Clippers was a great. Even before we got it, like that's a great matchup of players. The Rockets and Warriors was a great matchup. The Lakers and T-Wolves was a great matchup. Like, there's a lot. The Pistons, Knicks. Like, there's a lot of good shit. Hopefully the second round is gonna be good. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people didn't think that Pistons series would be as good as it was, but it was a great series though. Pistons Knicks, so I mean, we'll see. It would have probably been more exciting if what's it called? I don't know. Maybe the Lakers and Warriors played against each other, but I mean, it is what it is.
No, I like what happened. I feel like.
Well, I mean,
the Lakers and Warriors,
I'm saying if the Lakers were good enough to win, but they're clearly not. So they're not.
The Lakers Warriors would have been like, oh, LeBron and Curry. Things LeBron and Curry do. That's
what I'm saying. Every time they play each other, they play well, bro. Every time
walking out, I'm like, this nigga's up. That should be.
And then Braun would just go for a random 30 every single time they play, bro.
Then Luka, I'm not trying to watch Luka for 7 games. Like that shit.
I mean, niggas, he heard the thing. He playing Euro basketball in 2025. He playing Euro basketball. That's during the summer. So he gonna hoop in Euro basketball over the summer.
Look.
He's still gonna be fat. And he's still not gonna play defense.
No, you play basketball in a professional league during the summertime.
He did that early. He used to always do that. He did it in the Olympics last year.
The Olympics is not a professional league, bro.
What do you? Okay, Shaq, come on.
No, you're Drew also. He didn't make the.
Shaq. That's
he didn't make the Olympics.
Shaq, that's nasty.
Because they lost. He didn't make the shit because they lost. They
lost to Greek. They lost to Greece. Yeah.
Yeah, no. He lost to Greek. He got out. He was terrible. He didn't shoot good. And Giannis' team was ass.
Maybe you got to put some respect on Papadopoulos because he strapped up Luka, then he strapped up Jamal Murray. That's kind of.
I was telling you.
I didn't watch that game. I didn't believe it.
What's good, Tiberius?
What's good, Tiberius?
What video are you working on, King? In a minute.
We're gonna talk. Rick Carlisle, that nigga said we're not playing defense on these niggas because the Cavs have 70 points. He said we're just gonna score more than them. We're just gonna score more than them.
I mean, that's the Pacers this whole season.
The Pacers be trying to beat good teams. I mean, the Bucks aren't a good team, but like, don't beat the Cavs and then stink it up against Celtics. I think that's what's gonna happen. Don't do that shit. That shit not gonna be fun. And I mean, yeah, that shit gonna be ass. Because the
Celtics was licking his chops while the camera was so close. What does that mean?
Oh no, because I was looking at my list. I just do that because my list be dropped.
Shaq, we should have put some music on.
Who the fuck is this? Mitch McConnell.
Bro, why is this still on commercial, bro? These niggas robbing me, bro.
I ain't like Cream getting scammed.
Yo, that's what, like, bro.
Still on.
It's
Yeah,
been on commercial for like 15 minutes.
Point of the quarter.
All right. There we go. We back.
The Cavs at home, I thought they would have took the lead. Donovan Mitchell was 7-18, so I don't know why. I don't know why he's missing. But I don't think
Cavs will win it. Trust.
It's third quarter. I'm not worried, bro. Halliburton got a whole quarter to sell.
Halliburton sizes up Merrill.
But he is good in the fourth quarter.
No, he's not. He's good in the last minute.
He's a good scorer. I will say he might not be good scoring. He's a really good. He doesn't turn the ball up. He doesn't make dumb decisions. He might not score.
Oh my god, I
but
hate that shit. He was shooting.
No.
There were multiple games last year where he shot them out of the lead, and then he had a game winner. I don't want to hear that. If you're shooting badly and you shoot your team out of a lead, that is a bad decision. That is not a good decision.
We'll say the Cavs
like football. They did the floor general getting good shots down the court every single time. Like even if it's not him shooting. That niggas gave Chris Paul that tag. Chris Paul's obviously a better scorer, but like they gave Chris Paul that tag. So
I will say one thing that like I'm not.
Oh my fault. The game was playing.
I will say we haven't obviously been watching the game because we are currently on stream.
Benji said he's about to watch Sinners.
Yeah,
that shit hard. That shit 10 out of 10.
Shaq Soul. We were supposed to watch it. Shaq Soul, bro.
I'll watch it again.
Big fan.
I'm not a fake fan. What you mean?
Anyway,
supporting a black movie with black actors and a black producer. What are we doing?
Anyway, if the Cavs are fraudulent on defense, that's a big reason why they were contenders, which means they might be ass.
I mean, the Pacers do have like a top 5.
It don't matter. They're supposed to be like an elite defensive. This was a slow down the Pacers.
Yeah, I don't know what this defense is, bro. Who is this? Wait. Is that Italian guy still playing for them?
Who?
The Cavs.
The D Wade nigga?
Are you talking about Max Strus?
Yeah.
Yeah. He still plays, yeah.
Bro, he not good, bro. Oh, this Cavs team is not as good as I thought they were, bro.
He said, I see Max Strus. Yeah, these niggas aren't contenders. That's funny. Oof.
Who is that? Yeah, that is Strus. Yeah, he's not.
Yeah, you're probably the nigga with the long hair.
Yeah.
I think that's all the.
I don't know what his name. The backup point guard. I forgot what his name was.
Bro, both these teams are weak as hell, bro. I see McConnell just came off the floor, like, bro, shit.
No, he's decent. He's decent, bro. That's that McConnell nigga.
Stop, bro.
McConnell. Now it might be because
Nesmith has 16 points in 11 this quarter. What is going on?
I told you
if 2025 LeBron played for the Cavs, they'd win the finals. Like adding him or like substituting him?
I think it's adding him.
Maybe
playing him at the small forward.
Yes, if you add a top even 20
I know
players,
you wouldn't. Darius Garland would just run the bench unit. It would be Donovan Mitchell, Braun, and like a 3-and-D nigga.
If you add a top like 15, 20 guy, like that's usually how that works. You win a ring. Yeah, that's just.
Darius Garland would be the best. Darius Garland, they would also boost their bench because you put Darius Garland to the bench. We're having Donovan Mitchell, Braun, a 3-and-D.
The Cavs are already a complete team. Well, actually, their defense looks ass right now, but they're already.
The Pacers are elite defense though.
Oh my gosh!
I'm not elite defense, elite offense. My fault. Elite offense. I didn't mean defense. My fault.
Pacers aren't that elite.
They're top 5 offense. I'm not.
Were they? I don't think they were top 5 this year.
I mean, I can check.
I think they were. Joe.
They also. I think they also.
Oh, look, Halliburton's selling. He threw it off the backboard. This is what I'm talking about, bro. He's not good.
I think they were
top 9 in offense.
No, he wasn't. He tried to throw a floater up. He's just not good. Stop.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. He threw a pass.
That wasn't a pass. It was a floater. He just missed it.
Shaq, they were 9th in the league. That's not elite, bro. That's just like good. That's really good, but it's not elite.
He said,
"You can't stop a
Şengün good." Yeah, Şengün's good.
I think it was good.
Şengün's a good player. I mean, he's their best. He's the Rockets' best player.
I know he's 6'10", getting guarded by a nigga that's 6'6". Like he got 4 inches on him.
That's true. We do have to see him actually tee up on.
He's still good though. Like he's a good player. Like
yeah,
I don't think he's amazing.
He's punishing mismatches. There are a lot of bigs that don't punish mismatches.
Yeah,
he's punishing mismatches.
Like Zach Edey.
But he's on offensive.
I did know I was about to say that.
I thought I'm not gonna lie, my agenda was gonna hit because he was top 3 in Rookie of the Year voting. He was gonna hit if he didn't play in the playoffs. It was gonna hit if he didn't play the playoffs. If he didn't play the playoffs, it was gonna hit.
That shit, I ain't gonna lie. Ja got it. Ja might. If Ja don't walk in, bro.
Oh my god, Ja needs to stop
But
getting
Josh-
hurt. He needs to stop trying to jump over people, bro. It just lay the ball up, bro.
Ja might got CTE, bro. He the first thing was CTE before he finished getting in the league, bro.
Oh, they put the best
It
defender. on
reminds me
Aaron
of
Smith.
who? Who the heck is Carson? I don't know who that is. But it's Hallie. Hallie's not a good player, bro. He's not worth hate. Like he's not that good, bro.
I
He's
think
not
the
good
Thunder
at
will
this
beat them. To be honest, Drew.
Oh,
you think the Thunder beat the Cavs
The
with LeBron?
Cavs are coming back.
You think that the Thunder beat the Cavs with LeBron?
No.
I don't think so. Because now they have another
Because I
option
think-
that can go downhill.
Yeah, and I think
They're also just a bigger team, and Darius Garland don't play defense anyway. So it's like
LeBron can literally be on some dumb like not doing anything, and he get like 8 boards. And
Yeah.
That's the Thunder. The Thunder.
I'm not gonna lie. What he did against the Minnesota, where he was good and he didn't do anything in the fourth quarter, you have Donovan Mitchell for the fourth quarter.
And Darius Garland too. If Darius Garland not
Yeah.
a salesman.
Darius Garland just be on his bench. Like they have an elite bench because they already have an elite bench with Ty Jerome. But then you have
And
Darius Garland
also you can sub him out. You don't have to play him for 24 minutes straight. So
and Kenny Atkinson is a much better coach than JJ Redick. So
that is true.
Jay Redick is not a good coach.
He's not. We just
He has
gotta
to
be
prove it.
honest.
He has to prove it.
I mean, he did it.
Look.
He's a decent coach. I'm not gonna say people were saying coach of the year, 52.
We can't do- What did he do that was decent?
Yo said
this is
Thunder got Shea.
we're talking about-
Shea
winning
can't do it
52
alone by
wins,
himself
and-
though.
And the structure of your team changes
Wait, Cream,
halfway during the year.
Remember when niggas were glazing JJ Redick because he had one good game against Jokic and he
Yeah.
like did that trap shit.
Yeah.
He was the best thing of all that shit.
No,
They say, guys,
we gotta be-
he looked at
we gotta
Wick's
be fair,
footage
we gotta
and
be
guarded
fair.
him like
I'm
that.
gonna
Like,
say,
Yeah,
all right, bro.
yeah. He
gotta be
stayed up
fair.
the whole.
I gotta
Bro,
be,
that
they
shit-
played
yeah.
decently with AD.
Yeah.
Halfway during the season, the whole structure of their team changed, and they had to restructure their defense to actually have a competent defense.
Shaq. I'm sorry to tell you, but the coaching has to do a lot to do with the playoffs. There's a reason why people say Doc Rivers is ass. If you personally
It's the
say
playoffs.
Doc Rivers is ass, I don't want to hear you talking
Rivers-
about regular season at all. Because Doc Rivers is a solid regular season.
Doc
coach.
Rivers has way-
No, JD Redick's first year is decent as a first.
Okay, he's an ass coach.
No, he's
Notice, you
a
have to
bad
be a
coach,
coach.
but he could get better.
Yeah, he has to prove it.
No,
Hold on.
Shaq. He has potential. I'm not saying he doesn't have potential. That's why I said the Lakers shouldn't fire him. They should keep him because he definitely has potential. But he needs to learn common sense. Some of his
They need a timeout.
I'm
Donovan
not gonna lie,
Mitchell, they're
it's-
down one. He mentions
Donovan-
cooking.
Cavs won 15-4 the Cavs are only down one now.
I know.
Oh, and Donovan,
Donovan Mitchell had a lay. He got to the rim.
Okay. Oh damn.
did you see the
missed
dunk?
that.
Did you see Donovan Mitchell with a dunk?
There we go. Yeah, I've been seeing it. Yeah.
Better see it.
I saw it 85-84 now. Evan Mobley hit that lay. I'm telling you, bro. I'm not worried. The Pacers not good.
Calm down, man. It's the
Yeah.
third quarter. I said let's calm down.
They was up like 12. I
They
don't know.
talking about,
Six-
bro. It's the 12.
Okay.
No, Shaq. If it was 12 against the Rockets, I'd be like, oh shit. 12 against the Pacers? Like,
The Pacers?
come on, bro. They don't like. Come on, bro.
You guys said it was 12 against the Rockets. I'd be like, oh shit.
I got told it's the Rockets, bro. That's nasty.
Like, come on, bro. Yeah, because if you're down 12 against the Rockets, bro, good luck, bro. You're not. I don't know, man. How they
Dylan
outscore
Brooks.
you by 12? How'd they do that?
This is random. Shout out Dylan Brooks. I feel like Dylan Brooks, like with that Lakers series, he was getting a lot of hate because I feel like people were saying. I think it was because of the LeBron thing. They were like, he should be out the league and shit. It
That
was,
was
a bit
nasty.
too much.
That
And
was
like,
nasty. That was nasty.
he's
He was
one of
a-
he's
I'm not gonna lie. He was a
He's one of the
scapegoat
ro-
for what was going on in Memphis.
he was
wasn't that
scapegoat,
bad.
yeah. He's one of the role players that has added the culture to the Rockets. Like
Yeah, and
him,
also,
Van Vliet, like,
He was part of the culture for the Grizzlies too. Like
Was
if you
for
actually
Grizzlies. I don't know why
look
they
at
act
it, he was
was a
he
good
was like
player.
he was a good player for them, and he actually like he would do some sped things at times, yes, but he was kind of like how Marcus Smart was for the early Celtics.
yes.
But they never reached that level to where it's like, oh, we could get rid of him and get better. You get what I'm saying? Like there's a Drew Holiday level player. They just got rid of him for nothing. So it's like
Donovan Mitchell has so much bounce. He did like an in and out. And then they just played it. His dunk. He's like
was
he's
hard.
Donovan, that's what he
it's tough.
all athletic with athletic guards. It's always moved me. I don't know. It always gonna move me.
Look, athletic guards.
Man.
Athletic guards is that's my go-to as well. I just like it when they're a little
Sure.
smart though.
I like it when they got an MVP though. I like that. Athletic players though, that should Giannis.
No, cause I like Ja, but he be pissing me off, bro.
Oh my god! That nigga, he like cut the ball into the lane and I got fouled. Like it was like a tough.
We can see it, bro. I'm watching the game.
I'm watching on my phone.
And
that nigga get the fuck Coco Jones.
Drew, you don't have what?
He cracking Coco Jones. That's
Shaq. Come on, bro. No, Drew, just go on TNT on your. Don't you have TNT?
What do you mean TNT?
Don't you have TNT like at your house? Just go on TNT, like
Drew,
the website.
Drew,
pull it up.
There's a website.
Yeah.
Drew, he a playoff riser and he cracking Coco Jones. I got. Oh no.
Shaq.
I understand.
I just watch website TNT.com, TNTdrama.com.
Yeah. It should be like there. You just click on it. It's good. As long as you have.
Yo, shout out Reem, yo.
Yeah.
Shout out Reem. This shit might be decent. No, it says sign up for. Let me see if it works. I only get a pre-time in this though. Will you have to sign in for some shit?
Oh, is it? It's just sign me in automatically. I don't know. I didn't have to sign in for real, but.
Well, we don't end the stream anyway. We've had our conversation. We've talked about that playoff shit.
Yeah, it's been all to our stream. The Pacers just can't score anymore. God.
They
Cowboys
defense, bro.
When I watched it on TV and I give niggas,
you know what it was? They put another 3D nigga. They're playing Evan Mobley at the. Oh my god!
Donovan Mitchell. Oh my god!
I just saw that. Yeah. Yo, so they're playing Evan Mobley at the 5. They put another 3D nigga and they put Evan Mobley at the 5.
You have to sign in. Damn. I didn't have to sign in, but I have Verizon. So
Did you see that? Did you see that joint where he did a move and he did he did a little jump floater in the air and he was so high it looked like he was gonna dunk it. That shit was. Oh.
I'm gonna watch that.
Wait. Just click on the provider. What's it called? And then you just click Verizon. It should sign in automatically. It authenticates. It should sign in.
I don't have to sign in information.
You need to put in the information. I didn't even have to do that. That's crazy.
I'm guessing.
Me and Kareem saw the exact same.
Try to do it without the information first, and if they ask you for it, then.
Good shit, Sam.
But that's still hard. The little push shot.
A little push shot. You saw how he got.
Yeah.
He jumped high as shit, bro.
That shit was decent. We get more streams this week. Yeah. We'll get. I was actually about to ask. Do y'all want Walking Dead Wednesdays? Because I got the game The Walking Dead, and I was gonna play it on stream, but I just wanted to ask y'all if y'all wanted to see that. Or something like Ghost of Tsushima. I have that too, so it's one of the two.
I'm not gonna lie, I have Kingdom Hearts. I guess.
Zach say I
got Horizon Zero Dawn and Sonic.
I'm not gonna Drew. Kareem, if you stream, what is it? I'll be there. I'll talk. I'll be talking. I'll just watch.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
All right, bet.
I just work out. So I can slide. Yeah, I just work out so I can slide afterwards.
All right. If
it's gonna be a later thing, right?
I mean, the thing is, it's basically a story. It's like a thing where you just do choices, so you guys could actually do the choices with me. To be honest with you.
Oh, and this would be like 7 and 9 type shit. Like it'd be a later stream. Right?
Yeah, it'd be like a later stream. Like
it'd be calm.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I might
start playing war again. Donovan Mitchell is so hard. Oh my god,
he's baking though.
We've been telling niggas this.
He's so up, Drew.
Telling niggas this.
Drew, he's not Jeff Teague. He's not Jeff Teague. It's not the 2015 Hawks. He's not Jeff Teague.
I mean, obviously.
I don't know why niggas were believing that. I was like, Donovan Mitchell.
No, niggas are saying was this the 2015 Hawks where they're like they don't have a superstar and like Donovan Mitchell was like the Jeff Teague where he's like the best player, but it's not. This spin move is insane. Oh my!
Oh yeah, Donovan Mitchell loves his spin moves. We got Donovan Mitchell and his spin moves. That shit's
you see, that's why I like Donovan Mitchell since he was a rookie because that shit reminds me of D Wade. I was like, yeah, this nigga tough.
They're power jumpers. They jump off of 2 feet. So they jump off of 2 feet. Yeah.
He plays like D Wade. He plays like D Wade. That's it, decent.
He has 27 points. He has 12 points in this quarter.
I watched D Mitch is that nigga, bro. I've always known.
Miles
I still think
Turner.
Ant's better, but he decent.
Oh my god, no man, this man Halliburton almost turned it over.
That nigga trying to get his turnovers up. That nigga Kareem is nasty,
bro.
But the Kareem said we gotta get rid of that.
Miles Turner hit that bitch. Oh my.
He shot really well in the Bucks series.
Bro, Donovan Mitchell got 27 quarter to the fourth. Let's end the stream.
No. He had 12 points in the quarter. He wasn't hooping. He was 7.
Hey, Benji. Hey,
Yo,
I see you. That's exactly what it is. Though. That was tough, bro. He's been tough.
He was 7. He was 7.
I will say,
like,
I will say, I don't know if we talked about, but when I watched him play that Thunder, I said this nigga D Mitch was hard.
He's tough. He's tough. That's what I'm saying. I was watching that too. I was like, yo, he's tough.
20 in a quarter. I say as a rookie, I said, yeah, this nigga's doing some different shit. Yeah, I will get more streams though. Y'all niggas will get more streams.
Yeah,
y'all niggas.
Are you streaming on Tuesday again? Like, are you gonna bring that back, or was that done?
I gotta see, because I got all that shit in my kit now. I'm trying to do these sprints. Like, I'm trying to lock in, bro. Like, it's a lot of shit I gotta do in my kit. You know what I'm saying? But y'all should get some shit. Y'all get it. We should stream on Tuesday, like 8. That should be good.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the Wednesday shit too. I've been thinking. So.
And I'll just pop in, I'll just talk, get that nigga the worst decisions ever, you know what I'm saying? Get that nigga Cream killed in the first week, you know what I'm saying? Like be like it'd be like, use the bathroom before the sun goes down. No, like it is like it's 1 a.m. at the shit like that.
Niggas sleep on Drew working out now. Niggas don't want to see you do better, Drew. That's crazy.
I want to see my shit. Like, you can see it. Let's not do that. Y'all niggas can see it. Niggas need to try to play on my shit. I'm trying to log in, bro. Because if I don't log in, I get locked out. You know what I'm saying? So it's what it is.
Yeah. But we're gonna get off. We're gonna continue watching this game, and then we're gonna watch the Rockets or the Warriors win the game 7.
Yes, sir. We're gonna watch the Rockets win game 7 while Curry has a disaster class.
You got the Rockets. Who do you have?
Golden State. Oh no, that's decent.
I have a good game. That's all I want. I want a good game.
Okay,
I don't really.
Ugly. He's so ugly. You're ugly for that. Nah, Zach, you're ugly for that. Zach, what are your actual prediction, bro?
Games. Give me Curry. Give me because they don't like they. You're gonna have to win these games. You
saw his son crying. He knew it was up. He knew it was over.
I'm not gonna lie. His son cried. You better be a G.
Cream. I'm gonna give you a situation. It's 88-88. There's a minute left. Sengun getting clamped by Draymond.
I call.
Who else is scoring?
Okay.
Who else is scoring?
Okay. It has to be 88-88 for
Fred VanVleet.
Actually, yes. Actually, yes. The thing is, I see Steph Curry throwing a behind the back turnover again, and it's just gonna go bad again for the.
That nigga said, he did. He said he did that in 2016. Oh.
They said, I can't believe Shaq had Clippers going to the finals. Ha ha ha. Hall of Fame stinker. As a KD.
They win 7. It is
Cream. I did the side of shit. We did it! Oh no, I'm
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's easy.
But I gotta get off. I gotta do some shit.
On TNT and shit. That shit got
if I'm not downstairs, then I'm watching it on TNT when it's on TNT. Yeah, on the thing. That's why it's like it's not as far behind as like the other things.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
Yeah. But anyways, we'll catch y'all. You know what I'm saying? We'll be in the Discord talking. So if y'all want to show up there,
we could be in Discord.
And we could talk actually in a VC if you guys want to do that too after the games.
Yeah, I mean, Cream, I'm down if you want.
Yeah, I'm down too. So you know what I'm saying. But have a great rest of your Sunday. You know what I'm saying? More streams coming. Drew said Tuesday, tentatively, right?
Yeah, tentatively. I gotta see.
And then Wednesday. Wednesday I will be here though, so I'll give you that one. The first.
I might do like gaming stream. How do you hit that? I might do gaming streams on Tuesday then, but it all depends on what.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it all depends. We'll see, but we will be here. Appreciate you guys for showing up. You know what I'm saying? We know we've been on a long hiatus, but it's time for us to get back to stream and stuff like that.
We back.
So.
Hall of Fame stinker. I can't believe Shaq. That was a bad take.
That's